Hey everyone, this is Louis7, and today I am streaming the Lord of the Rings online. A couple different things going on today, but mainly it's going to be about either preparing for Before the Shadow, or if the beta server ever comes up, we might try to get on that. So, uh, I assumed that the beta would be up by now because Standing Stone Games did have like all their stuff getting ready for that earlier today, but usually it opens around like 2 p.m. That'd be like 5 hours ago, maybe even 3 p.m. And it's still not up, so I wonder if they are going to be delaying the beta until tomorrow and we won't actually be able to check it out. But yeah, that is something that happened kind of midday that I thought there are still some things I could do in the beta if it does come up, so we'll probably check that out, but I have plenty of other things to do to actually prepare for the mini expansion and all of the extra stuff coming in the patch with update 34. So yeah, as far as what I'm going to start off with, it will probably be this Guardian, but I'm going to put a poll in chat. Probably wait a few minutes to do that, but after a little bit I'll put a poll in chat for the next character that you all want to see, assuming the beta is not up yet. I will try to keep my eye on the launcher, so I have the beta launcher right here. Try to keep my eye on that to see if it does come up. Just refreshing the LOTRO forums thread, still says 11:08, which is today, November 8th, TBD for server opening. They even do specify Tuesday. So I guess we will see with that. I also do need to turn my AC down. But yeah, whenever I am just like, if I'm just sitting here, standing here, or whatever, not talking or trying to be at least a little bit energetic for a stream and playing the game, I can handle, it was 75 degrees in here, but I'm like already sweating just by talking and starting the stream, so we gotta get it a little bit cooler in here. Anyway, to get to chat, did want to say hello to Cassie and Ivan. Been a little while since I've seen Ivan, but always great to have him here. Long time channel member, and following the Apocalypse Song 707. Very well put. So as far as what I need to do on this character, I think I just have a bunch of quests in Dora Marth. It's been a very long time since I quested in Dora Marth, and I don't even think I've ever done the complete full zone. I think I've done a lot of portions of it, maybe even scattered a little bit on different characters. I also don't have the Stable Master travel here, so we fixed that, that's good. And then for my milestone, wow, I'm actually getting important stuff done before going out on a questing adventure. That's really weird. But I think I am caught up on everything else, and then I did see I have a quest, the Legend of Beorning Legacy, rather, so that's just a quest to complete quests, as well as to do other things. It's a very busy quest. But yeah, I am oddly excited to do Dora Marth, at least, for Mordor. I would actually love 17-degree weather from Montana. I used to live not really close to Montana, but somewhat close to Montana even earlier this year, and I much preferred the cooler weather, not necessarily the winter, but the cooler weather. I would much prefer that than having to turn my AC on in November. I have not always had a purple background, so I have these. It's just something I thought I'd try to, I don't know, make my background a little bit more appealing, because there's not really much I can do with it. It's all like cluttered. But hey, there's the cat. But I have these fancy lights that can change color, so I can make it blue. I haven't done green. Green's a little bit weird, but in a way I kind of like it. And then I can do red as well. It's just not very bright. But typically I kind of like either somewhere between pink and blue is typically what I do. If I turn off, actually, so here's my fancy control for my light switches. So I have 3 lights behind my monitors, and I can turn them off like this, and now you all can see this is the color of the lights. You all can see it a lot better now. It's just the lighting of my face is a whole lot worse. So here's blue. I'll go through it a little bit slower. Green, very green. That's yellow. That actually looks relatively normal. Yellow's a little bit boring. And then here's red. If we want to feel really evil, we can go with red. I mean, this fits Mordor. I could just stream like this the whole time and it'll be like we're really in Mordor. Blue's a little bit of a cold color. Like, this is actually not too comfortable for my eyes. Objects just look really weird under blue light like this, but I think it tends to look best. Like, one of these two just tend to look best in the background. So sometimes it just goes in between and purple. Anyway, Ivan, thank you for noticing. No, get my face blown up, but thank you for noticing the fancy lighting going on behind me. Yeah, blue isn't the most comfortable. There might be a deed which rewards you a mount around Mordor. Probably Gorgoroth, if I had to guess. This is, coincidentally, actually, this is just the outfit that the Source deed has. And I believe it is the Mordor one. It was from Ash Plains. That would have been the Mordor Ultimate Fan Bundle. And also the... Hey, there's a cat right there. Sorry, I realized I'm still on my camera. Oops. But... there's a, yeah, there is a cat that jumped up right there. The blue matches my shirt today. Cat shirt. Wait, can y'all even see? There we go. I just gotta tiptoe as tall as I can. So yeah, it's actually, I didn't even realize, very thematic, the worsted outfit that I'm using on this character, and I like the outfit that this character is using for Mordor. So there's a lot of fun thematic things actually going on with this character for Mordor, which is, I don't know, kind of unusual. So the hope is, if I'm actually trying to move right now, so the game is a little bit frozen. Hey, there we go. I think there's some lag going on, which has been a little bit worse the past a little bit again. My latency seems fine, not dropping frames on the stream though. So in the other news, as we travel, still have not gotten around to watching Rings of Power. So I think I can actually start that this week finally. I finished up a pretty big project yesterday. Not the video. The video actually was a totally different project, but did finish that up as well. And I think moving forward, ideally I could watch Rings of Power where I could actually finish it in like a week. So basically watching an episode every day. I don't even know how many episodes there are. I don't know if I want to know. But I'll probably find out. I think there's like roughly 8-ish, maybe 10-ish, I don't know. Anyway, the point is there's plenty of hours, so trying to fit that in a single week could be a little bit tough, but if I split it up, which would probably also be tough, could be possible. Okay, let's check out this Slain Stout Axe. But yes, while we're doing a little bit of traveling and clicking things here with the Slain Stout Axe, very sad, because the Stout Axes are actually good dwarves, I believe. Well, I mean, they are part of the Free Peoples. But not like Dour Hands, basically. One thing I did want to talk about was my latest video, which has, I'd say it's definitely surprising to me how much it's blown up. So there are a couple interesting things with that to talk about if anybody is curious, but the video really blew up. So if you have not seen it, it was all about the Clash trait points change, which to me, this is where it gets interesting, because when I make videos like that, I have to come up with a title. And I felt like with that particular change, the particular thing I was talking about, it really was the biggest change for LOTRO in years. There have been a lot of pretty big changes, things like monetization, but for me, this one is even bigger than the monetization change. I don't know if it's necessarily more important or bigger for everybody, but it will have the biggest impact on me personally, basically. And since I was the one making the video, I thought that was a pretty fair title. In fact, I actually had one viewer comment that they thought it was clickbait, and that's where I think some of the viewership has come from, not from clickbait, but it's just a very clickable title. So That video worked out really well. The person that commented that they thought it was clickbait originally, by the way, they ended up saying that it was not, because it actually is a significant change. But yeah, it was nice to see that video do really well. The main reason I comment on it is because it's been my best performing video, at least in the first 24 hours, in a very, very long time, if not my best performing LOTRO video ever. In the first 24 hours again. We'll see how it does long term. I think technically a New World video might have gotten more in the first 24 hours, but that might be it, really. Wait, this character is actually strong at mounted combat, at least if I had my Fury stuff. So the reason I wanted to play my Guardian before the Shadow release, like that'll change my trait points and all that sort of stuff. It might not even affect this character too much. I honestly don't know how many trait points I'll get. I have 76 right now. I can't spend one in the yellow line, which is where I would go. But, oh, what was I going on about with that? Oh yeah, so I just wanted to get a little baseline feel for the gameplay before the Shadow release. Update 34 and the trait point change with this character. So we'll see how Mordor is. I am, just for reference, both underleveled and very much so undergeared. I have 0 Light of Arundel, which is not good in Mordor. I'll just put it that way. Also, lag is not good in Mordor, but it's really... I don't think it's good anywhere, to be honest. Oh, do I still need to do stuff with him? So I need to search for Sepulchre. I think that is the one I'm on, to the northeast a little bit. Oh yeah, so another thing... No, that's going to be a future character. One thing I was thinking about, though, you might notice I have these XP boosters. The shield does nothing. But with the XP boosters, they are helpful for my character to level faster, but I believe they also help with the reward track. It's something I just thought about earlier today. I was like, I was doing all that stuff earlier on some of my characters and just paying attention to the reward track now that I've been a little bit focused on leveling higher level characters, and I thought... this stuff is actually useful to boost the reward track. I believe it still works. Yes, fighting both orcs and lag. I'm really hoping one day... Wait, who is this? I actually don't know if that's that person's cousin or if it's a role-playing thing. Like if it's a real-life cousin or it's the same person, just... yeah, cousin role-play characters. Because I know people in the kin have things like that. For example, Luiden and Dorden are cousins, even though one's a dwarf and one's an elf. Still a mystery as to how that happened. Is there a second delay? Uh-oh. Oh, the beta. The beta is scheduled for today, but it still has not happened yet, and it's kind of late, so I'm guessing we won't get the beta today, and if I had to guess, it would start tomorrow, but we'll see. If it does come up, I'll be happy to do that. Log into that today. It's kind of neat that this quest encourages you to like travel to where the other quests are. Also, I should actually do this whole look around thing. Oh, we're looking for a wraith. I cannot hear the game. Hopefully you all can. Oh yeah, so that reminds me, if y'all can let me know if there are any audio issues, yeah, please do let me know if there are any, because I discovered when I was editing my last video, the one that just went up Monday, whenever that was, or Sunday, whenever it went up, I forget. Red title. Uh-oh. Oh, the stream title. Okay. Yeah, so I said expansion delayed equals more time to level. I forgot I even named the stream that, to be honest. So that is, yeah, basically because the before the shadow was scheduled for today, like I had this period of time blocked out for before the shadow launch time, and that 24k almost knocked him out from the 30k. Basically titled the stream that, yeah, because the expansion's delayed, now I actually have more time to prepare and more time to level up, which still might sound so weird that I want to level characters, but it's really because of the trait point change, not the level 1 to 32. Like, the only thing I have to prepare for is plan out what character I want to make, which, by the way, I gotta make a name for that character. Uh-oh. That's actually some preparation that I really need to do, because I'm so bad at naming characters, but I have to make a name for the new character. Okay, so we are heading east still, and then I need to turn north right about here. So far, this character's handling this zone, Dora Marth, relatively fine. Even the signatures seem okay, so I'm pretty happy with that, especially considering, like, I guess my level 105 gear is not terrible. My stats are decent. I would say at least have finesse. My LIs are slightly questionable, but they're level 105 upgraded. They're, like, fully reforged, all that basic stuff that you need to do. So they're definitely not in a bad state, but my Light of Verindel, that's what's in a really bad state. So for people that don't know what the Light of Verindel, right now the level I have is plus 40% incoming damage and minus 20% outgoing. So my character is quite a bit nerfed just from the Light of Verindel, yet oh yeah, okay, mostly handling it fine. See, I'm too busy talking about the Light of Verindel. I could have used potions, all that sort of stuff there. Bad timing. Definitely not a bad choice to not pay attention. It was all bad timing. This character, I believe my favorite pet for this character is the Knickerbreaker, because I actually got that one from playing through the Shire or something like that. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Maybe I did. I don't know. This character quested through the Shire and I had the Knickerbreaker on her during that time, so that is the pet I use on this character. Okay, let's try to find more relevant potions. Level 85. Okay, all these potions are going to be bad. Yeah, these potions are going to be really bad. Restoration potions, get them there. And go ahead and use the Virtue XP, save the inventory slots. How are my virtues doing? They're actually relatively okay. I must have... I used one of those things to get some of the virtues up a little bit when I did the Valor. Yes, there are actually a couple furry orange orcs. But I think if I ignore them, they'll ignore me. Maybe. Okay, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're supposed to search up here. Let's see, navigating Mordor. Never thought that would be an issue. So, I know you had to go on these little things and then you'd get quests and all that sort of stuff. That's Mordor Besieged, by the way. That's not where we're going. But I don't know if I have to do that for this quest, but why not investigate? Yeah, so I'll get new quests from these fell spirits. It looks like the Shadow of Mordor is actually weaker here, so the debuff is a little bit less bad. It's still a debuff. And here, let's actually do something to survive, like use my heal. I'm actually here. I need to use my good abilities. I need to stop just using bad things and use things to, like, kill these guys. Like there, I should have probably at that point just used Overwhelm. Even when it doesn't consume or upgrade the bleed, rather, it still does good upfront damage. So I'm going to try to remember how to play Guardian here. There we go. Shadow Grim. That sounds like a nightmare to deal with. Grims in general are just annoying, so hopefully this one's... yeah, it seems perfectly manageable. And there we go. The big animal I just passed would have been a soul lock. I think it is kind of like a hippopotamus. And yes, this is definitely where I needed to be, so we're on the right track. We do have to kill these Shadow Grims for a quest, so we'll do that. Just use Sting, and that should be fine. Oh, we have to actually kill the roots. I think Hammer Down did not get a full hit there. It's really exciting to play Guardian again. I just love the Redline Guardian gameplay. It's been a long time since I played this character, and it is fun to get back to it. It's also really weird though, so I like the bleed theme of the Guardian, but it doesn't, to me, make all that much sense that you use a giant hammer and you bleed enemies. I could see you hemorrhaging them. We do have an ability, or a trait called that, internal bleeding, but like just smashing them so hard they bleed, that would be brutal assault. But the other bleeds, like thrusting blow to open a deep wound, that's not much of a hammer thing, but I just love using this hammer. This particular hammer I think is one of the at least better ones that I have come across. There's a really good chance that there's even better looking hammers that I just haven't come across, but the Li one's not terrible. But this one from the level 45 Guardian class quest, I knew I wanted that hammer the moment I saw it, because it was one of the better ones I've seen in the game. It's not even the like just greatest looking hammer ever, but for LOTRO hammers that I have seen, it is one of my favorites. And if anybody is curious, for the whole outfit that I have here on this character, this is going to be the Wildermore crafted set, it looks like. Shoulder pad, helmet even. Usually I don't use the helmet, but this one's pretty unique because it's got the visor up. I usually don't use helmets like that, but with the visor up and the aesthetic of it, I actually do like it. I believe everything else is also Wildermore. And then the back item is going to be that Reveler shield. I think I just get that on every character I log in. I don't know exactly what from, to be honest, anymore. Maybe it's one of those year boxes. And then, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, so the hammer, that's from a level 45 Guardian class quest, and apparently I have a shield, but unfortunately you cannot dual wield hammers and shields, or two-handed weapons and shields, but that would be awesome if they did that. That could actually be a great thing for Redline Guardian. Use a two-handed weapon in your main hand, and then have your shield in the offhand, and that'd be your DPS Guardian spec. I could totally go with that. I still think, though, that LOTRO is missing a very heavy-hitting two-hander class. I think Guardian can actually be close to that, so if they didn't go the way, if they were going to make changes to the DPS spec, which I know Orion or that other guy on Mac Mahal, I think is their name, has talked about potential Guardian changes coming up, requesting feedback and all that sort of stuff for them. So if they were to make a change that did not involve, I need to get rid of some of those dots, and hopefully, okay, we'll use a weak potion and hope that suffices. And oh, he's stunned. Okay. We just had to snipe him with the bow. It worked out perfectly. I'm going to use consumables because, I mean, they're level 85, but that's better than nothing. I even have coffee here. Might as well drink that. Actually, I should have used my Dale Mins. That would have been actually helpful. But this should be okay. It's better than nothing, I suppose. That's a scary ability. Actually, I should have done that better. Oh yeah, I forget that Catch of Breath, that's the big heal I haven't been using. This looks like a boss. Do we? Yes, we actually do have to kill this guy. Okay, let's just jump in with this low health. I don't know any other way to do it. So we'll do that, and then Catch a Breath should heal me quite a bit. Except supposedly the skill cannot be used. And there we go, get some bleeds going. I will remove my debuffs now. And then hopefully, whatever he's inducted. Okay, we killed him before he inducted, so that's good. So talk to Lozamar, I can only assume that is a turn-in back at camp, hopefully. And then otherwise, we still have to defeat Fell Spirits and Wraiths. Making good progress though, 6 out of 8 and 3 out of 4. Feel the need to just continue upwards. We cannot actually go in this building. I think in Mordor Besieged you might be able to, or am I thinking Lugash? Oh yeah, so the Guardian, that's what I was talking about. I was like, I thought there was something I was talking about, and if you'll know me, it's just like always getting distracted and sidetracked. But yeah, with the Guardian, if they did not go with the awesome idea of two-handed weapon, one-hand, offhand shield, I think they could make them really focus on the heavy hitting aspect of it, and actually, as much as I would miss the bleed theme, perhaps get rid of it or refocus it on the hemorrhaging and deep wounds type thing. Because there's a lot of heavy hitting, like this is the closest thing that we really have to a very heavy hitting, slow wind up type two-handed weapon class. I don't quite consider Champion like that. It's a little bit more hectic and fast-paced, at least in their animations. Like some of their abilities are slower paced, but if they really leaned into that heavy hitting side of it, I think that could perhaps fill in a gap that the game has. Concern is that it would be less fun though, so you gotta be careful with that. Here is a one of the Mordor rare Mordor chest things, I think. Although it just said cash is level 105. Wait, level is too low. I'm looking down here, it says your level is too low. I'm level 105. Oh yeah, you get the Gorgoroth crafting bundle. Those automatically open if you're level 106 and above, I believe. So then they just put it in your inventory if you're level 105. Why that's the case, I honestly don't know. But I believe we have to defeat another Wraith. No problem with that, that sounds very fun to me. And then I think that's actually it up here. For some reason I feel like we'll get more quests to come back here. At least that's something I kind of remember, but I could be getting confused with something else. It's really hard to see. I have my monitor at max brightness. We also have ambient light all the way up, but it is actually hard to see here. Landscape's so dark. Okay, so yeah, just looking for a Wraith. Don't really need to worry about the Grims. Okay, this is actually going to be bad, so let's do my big AoE stun. Oh, did I only pull 2? See, I thought I pulled 3. That's why I did all that fancy maneuvering for the AoE stun and all that sort of stuff. Yes, it makes sense that it's dark. Very evil. He's doing an induction while he's in a phase where I can't do anything against him. Great mechanics, huh? Also, Twilight is a oddly thematic name for the Amethyst Sneakerbreaker. It makes sense, like it looks like a Twilight thing, but so we're still looking for the Cargol. Let's go to the... we haven't been to the other side. I feel the need to go to the other side just to, like, kind of complete this. Oh, no. Okay, now we've actually pulled a lot of things. Hopefully that didn't pull too many things. So the reason I'm hesitant to use War Chant like that is it's an 18-meter radius, so any mob, even ones that are not attacking me, can actually be pulled by that. Okay, we'll use a heal there, and then if my thing pops up, okay, we'll use Warrior's Heart. We'll use Warrior's Heart, there we go, catch a breath, and that should heal me up quite a bit. Make sure I remove my debuff. I think I'm only fighting one mob, but I use AoE anyway. And there we go. It's just really concerning. I feel like I have to do a lot more here. Like, don't you have to mine those piles? And look at this, rubble. I have to search for rubble here. That quest is not even tracked. But then I think also you have to mine these things in the future, right? So that's why I'm just concerned that I'm missing quests here and I'll just have to come right back, but we'll see. I think War Chant will actually deal with those roots very nicely. I know they've done some balance adjustments to Guardian, but I believe that Sting would still be my main ability. I want to use it basically on cooldown. In fact, I should probably reorganize this character. If Sting is my main ability, you would think that I want it to be my number one there. So actually, what if I went something like this? Force Opening would be 1, because it's actually easier for me to press 2 and 3 than 1. So I'm going to change things up with my organization there and see how this goes. I think I like this better though, because Brutal Assault, I just have a tendency, I think, to push that button too much, even though it's got a really long animation. So while the overall damage output from it can be definitely not bad, it's not always the most efficient ability. So we're gonna AoE stun them there. They're immune to stuns. What? Korgel are OP, they need a nerf. Like, I don't know if I have Thrill of Danger where it can restore. I think I gotta use my heal here. Okay, he's doing some freaky stuff. Let's remove that debuff. Yes, this is DPS Guardian. Pretty much pure DPS. So I have all the useful stuff in the red line, and then fill it out with DPS stuff in the yellow line. In fact, instead of Bring on the Pain, I actually chose more area of effect damage. I probably should have put Bring on the Pain, though. Marcus, he said my video on the class trait change was spot on. Glad you liked it. Yeah, it was a little bit of a odd video because it was a 9-minute video, even though I could have talked about the change and like probably could have had it in like a 10 to 30 second video to talk about the change, but it was really more about the significance and a story of all my characters that like I don't play just because of that, and how my future playtime will probably be adjusted to the change. A little bit of a retrospective as well on like all those characters that I had abandoned. Like there is a story to them, there is a significance to them, but I just like don't play them anymore because of that issue. And now, well, a lot of them have been replaced largely because of the Valar. Good old pay to win type thing. More of a pay to skip. Which is that's still going to be nice for Virtue XP, but yeah, it's still, I think, significant. And for a character like this, I feel like, you know, I can just kind of randomly do Dora Marth without worrying about the Mordor book quest. And yes, the change is not up. The patch was delayed until November 15th. So like this character, I don't know how many trait points they will get at level 105, if I'll still have 76 or not. But I know for a lot of my lower level characters, which we'll eventually get to, but I know for a lot of them that they... Oh yeah, we have to search Rubble. We'll get a lot more trait points. My Beorning will actually lose quite a few. He was Valored, but he already had a lot of trait points. I already did my class deed, so the way the Valar works, I just got a lot of extra trait points. So while it's, in a way, he will lose stuff, it's still, like, I don't feel like I'm really losing out, because he's, as much as this kind of sucks, the reverse of it, but he's a little bit too powerful, too built for his level, if that makes sense. I'm trying to, oh yeah, okay. Fortunately, these spell spirits are kind of weak. I can press random buttons and they'd probably die. The only concern that I really have with Before the Shadow being delayed, like, for me, it's totally fine. Again, I really do get more time to prepare. Like, I didn't have to rush my Warden to 140 quite as much. Is it's slightly closer to Thanksgiving, and I intend to be home that entire week, which for me means no videos. I will be away from my computer for a whole week. And that also means no streams, like no playing through it. So I will have a lot of content for that before that week, but it will... Yeah, that's the only thing with it being pushed back. I don't know if I'll get through all the questing before then. Especially if I do check out all the different stuff going on with it. Okay, we still have to search rubble for a lot of stuff here. Or search... Wait, we have to search rubble for lesser artifacts, so I've already searched rubble, I think at least twice, maybe even 3 times, and I guess it doesn't always have artifacts. This isn't the most exciting quest. Hopefully I don't have to search every single one of these piles, but if I remember correctly, you do. That's just like the Mordor way. They make the questing nice and annoying for you. Oh, Ivan, you're actually concerned power leveling is going to be slowed down a lot with the new changes? I imagine the opposite, because you can just get your trait points from leveling. And like, leveling itself should be the same pace. I feel like more people might power level. Like for me, it's more of an option for my high level characters. Like I'm basically going to be power leveling my Beorning. Oh, I don't have Doomfold Prospector. We have to fix that. Okay, I should have tons of Lingazor. Oh, I wanted to do Rittermark to craft that. Well, we'll still have to fix that. For Delvings, yeah, I would love to actually have it for lower level characters. I'm hoping in the future they can expand it. But, yeah, to me it's not ideal that it's level cap only. I think from Standing Stone Games' perspective, it sounded like they said it's more of an alternative for endgame characters for solo content, but missions you can run below the level cap and they're scaling type content, so I would love to see that for leveling characters. For me, it'd be a lot of fun, for example, this level 105 character, if I could do a tier 10 delving on them. That sounds like fun. The rewards, yeah, the rewards would be a bit tougher to work in for lower level characters, because then you have the question of, do you want a level 20 doing tier 10 delvings and that like contributing to rewards you can get for your level 140 cap character and not really do the content on them? So then, like, will you have the rewards account bound, which I would definitely prefer, or how would they work that in? Maybe at lower level you get significantly less resources. But, like, if you wanted to get gear on that lower level character, barter for gear, it costs significantly less resources. So there are solutions, but the solutions require work. And still, it's something I would hope to see in the future. There's Rubble. I think I'm targeting to the southeast, but... or to the southwest. There's something targeted way to the east, though. Order of the Eye of Devoted. Oh, that's actually don't know what that is. Well, I got myself curious enough now. I believe it's relatively close, though. I don't think that's the name of any of my quests. Oh, well. Yeah, low-level missions are very easy. That isn't true. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and create a poll. That way it is up for a while. Oh, you can do a Q&A. Y'all want to test the Q&A out? Should I start a Q&A? Like, do I ask questions? What is this? Wait, say something. Start Q&A, say something. This is going to be the most ridiculous Q&A. Wait, oh no! How do I go back to chat? Guys, we're experimenting with YouTube new feature that I had no idea about. Now I don't even know how to get back to my Q&A. I think that's something for you all to ask questions. Okay, let's end that. That wasn't any good. We might try it in the future, but what I really wanted to do was start a poll. I just saw they had something new. Okay, so my question for you all is, which character next? Because this stream, the whole preparation thing is going to give me a little bit. Basically, I want to play each character, not necessarily like a little tiny bit, but just want to play a bunch of different characters, so I thought I'd see what you all want to see. So we have my Beorning, and we have a somewhat new method for solo power leveling, where I would probably try to play my Beorning for an hour and see if I could get quite a few levels. I think there's some decent potential there. Or we could go to my Minstrel, and he'd be some Enedoith no, hold up. Get my tongue right. Questing. And another option is going to be my Warden, who would get to the level cap, or we actually have a fourth option, and that one would be a surprise. Okay, poll is up. Sorry it took me so long to type that. But I will switch, maybe, after this quest set. So I intend to finish these quests that I'm on for this character, but just have the poll run for a little bit. We'll see what people want to see. And the floofy orc, whatever that person called it earlier, sorry, I don't remember exactly. It's bothering now. And there y'all go, wonderful cat noises. And there goes the cat cam. They will make it more useful. Hold up. Okay, so Hunter Raider, you asked if I said that in the future they will make it. Let me see where I'm going. Yeah, I don't need to go here. If they will make it more useful to do dungeons or instances in groups for leveling. Okay, I don't know if they will make it more useful. I think with the clash trait point change though, there's almost less punishment is how I describe it. It's really sad that it felt that way. Like, that's kind of the reality. I felt like I was punished in this game by like sometimes doing that, which obviously should not be the case. She has food. She wants me to just feed her a bunch of attention, I think. If this cat is Sauron, what's the other one that you all rarely see? Wait, am I in the same spot? Oh, I am. Oh! There's the microphone. I'm gonna try to bring it back. I don't know where the other cat is. But yes, this one's Piper. Fortunately, I'm in a very safe area here. Here's the rubble. We found it. Get me to go southeast. See, the moment I take my hand off her, like, I just had to go to the keyboard, make sure I'm going the right way. Actually, I didn't really. I rely on the map too much. I mean, it is fun to look at maps, but I rely on it too much. I just had a really random thought. Okay, everything's good there. Never mind. Okay. I was just checking something with the microphone. Hopefully it didn't really change for you all. I don't think it did. I can give her catnip. We could try that. She'd pay attention to the catnip instead of me though. Here. Let's try that. You'll get to see the mess that's behind me though. A little bit. I mean, it's mainly boxes, but I will be right back. Let's see, where's a good spot for this that you all can see? We'll just do it here. Have to have it double bagged because they punctured a hole. Actually, not they, other cats did, but punctured a hole in it. This stuff actually smells really strong. Oh, I'm blocking the cats. Can't have that. There we go. Now y'all can hear me and see the cats. The other one's looking. She wants her catnip. Can you all even see this? Oh, I don't even know why you all. We're here for a LOTRO stream, right? Not a cat stream. Now I made a mess. Catnip's just so messy, but I can clean it later. I actually kind of unusually, I usually have stuff in person that I have to be in like work for tomorrow, but I don't have to go in. Now you're here for the cats? Okay. It is cat stream. Can you all see them still? Not really. Let me try something. Very scary. So I gotta remember to duplicate first. Okay. Oh, that ain't it. This one. There we go. Ooh. Wrong way. Yeah, y'all still can't see them, can you? I can't even see them. The cat tree's blocking the way. Oh, that scared them. Let's see. They're there, but that scared them. Did y'all see that at least? Is that a good setup for future cat stream stuff? Actually, that little door thing, I've been needing to move it for a while. I can't even see. The lighting's so bad back there. And I'm like running out of room to even move. Here, I can make the lighting better. Now y'all might just be able to see better. They're not even there, though. Been a while since I've checked the stream. Every stream needs this cat break for 5 to 10 minutes. 1 to 2 cat breaks. Wow. For the really long streams, it wouldn't be a problem. I just. This is the weirdest setup. Wait, did y'all even see that cat? I don't know if she went high enough. Oh, there she is. So really what I need is another camera. Hold up. I have the cat cam. The only problem is this place really is See, I have this problem. It's not the place's problem. I just have this problem where things aren't very neat and orderly. I feel like they're a mess. And that's like, I just have a shelf. It's not like a junk shelf, but it's like, just has stuff out and it bothers me. Okay, so let me try this. Okay, this is... Oh, y'all can't even see it. Whoops. Uh, yeah, this is a wonderfully awful view, but see my chairs right here. It can, it can be better. So I can go down like that. Y'all get to see the floor. There she is. See, now I can at least talk now. I'm near the microphone. Because other place I had no idea. I don't even like I'm actually surprised viewership has, if anything, gone up. But yes, this is cat playtime. This is one reason they bother me so much during streams, because it's like they have playtime before bed. And then there were people making noise outside, which distracted them earlier. I'm trying to play by looking at the camera. Cat break. They really like this toy, but sometimes like I have to actually be energetic and do things like move around and play, otherwise they get bored of it. Okay, this is just gonna fall if I try to leave it there. Okay. I need to vacuum where the... Where's my finger? Oh, there it is. I need to vacuum where the cat tree was. Oh. They just don't like going into cluttered areas like this. Let's try this one again. Actually, I have no idea how the quality is of this because it's zoomed in a lot and it's not like it's digitally zoomed. This has been a 10-minute break already? Wow. I guess I have done a lot during it, like I moved the cat tree and everything. Piper is splooting. Okay. Uh-oh. I can't read that comment. Oh, watching us nicely from the sidelines. The Wii theme playing? That's funny. Man, that the Wii Me creation, I think that's the one. That one always gets stuck in my head. Okay, I'm going to move back to this temporarily. Oh, this looks so weird without the cat tray there. And somebody asked if that was a dehumidifier earlier. That is an air fryer. So it makes the air dirty. Dehumidifier doesn't necessarily purify. Okay, so I do have one thing I could try in the future, but it's kind of scary because I'd have to. I can't quite reach the camera and I have it set like the perfect zoom. So adjusting the. It's gonna be tough. Okay, now how did I have this stuff set up? Oh, okay. There we go. This. This is what I use to put the cat cam on, by the way. It's just like a... I used to have basil in it. Basil's in a different thing now. I have all my Italian catnips for when I make spaghetti and other things, really. But yes, that's why there are so many problems with the cat cam, but I guess it works. Okay, let's go back and... Oh, that's too low. So now we go up. Oops, yeah, I don't want to zoom my hand like that, probably. I don't even know where I'm trying to point it. There we go. We're getting things put back together. Yes, Omega Contagion. The expansion pack is delayed until next week. Okay, there's LOTRO. There I am. So I have to put things back together with my room. We did all that. We made a mess. We have to clean it up, though. There. Fun stuff, huh? I don't even know what to do now. Yes, that is a Middle Earth tapestry. I can go back to it, but this is only a portion of it, but it's the only place I could really put it because behind it I have basically a bunch of snacks, cat food, and random stuff. Anyway, is the camera still working? All good? Normal? I think so. Wait, I have to turn one more light off. It's too bright behind me. There we go. LOTRO, what were we doing? I had a poll up. Let's see. Oh, I should probably put the catnip up. 1 second. Cat tree feels out of place, but it should be fine. It's... Okay, I think that's better. Y'all can let me know. Yeah, it can be tough when there's not a lot of space. The biggest thing, honestly, for me is the kitchen. Like, if the kitchen just had a bit more space, then I would be able to not have this here, basically. And that would, I think, improve the flow around this particular area. That said, my bedroom, I could actually say is too big. I don't really use all the space. So it's kind of just as much as I actually, so there are a lot of things going on with this apartment, some that I like, some that I don't. I think the overall layout is really nice. I just don't need that much space in my bedroom, really. So I could, if I could just convert that space to kitchen space, it would be even better. Also, Boar is up. We did it! All the cat playing, it must have sent enough energy to Boar that he decided to make his server go up. So we have another option for beta. It looks like most people voted either Beorning solo power leveling or Guardian Mordor. Yes, the hammer. I love this hammer. It's one of my favorites in LOTRO that I have seen. It is the Guardian level 45 class quest hammer called Heavy Hammer of Battle. Yes, the power of catnip. It is wonderful. They actually, normally when I'd give them catnip, it'd be way less hectically, but let's be honest, it was half for you all, half for them. They're probably gonna go after it the next day or two. As much as I'd love to just vacuum it up before it becomes a big mess, they need to have fun with it. Yes, I'm using it. This is what the LI looks like, which is honestly not terrible, but I just love the aesthetic of this hammer. It works wonderfully on a high elf as well. I have no idea how it works on other races, but I love it on a high elf. Hey, speaking of cats, this was supposed to get them away from us. So I should add another option to the poll if we should do bull roar. But I'll probably do a bull roar break at some point. You know, there's no reason that I have to finish this quest right now. So maybe we'll do, since more Mordor won the poll, we will do more Mordor. And then if I still have time, I will probably switch to... Beorning would be a bit tough, but I think I could do it. We'll have to see. Oh, Guardian is so fun. Yeah. I could recommend that. The level 45 class quests aren't always the most fun. But yeah, while we switch to Boar, enjoy some cats. Or a cat. Uh-oh, I wonder if we have to transfer again. I also wonder, are the patch notes... I had them pull it up. Let's refresh. 7:45 p.m. They made it up. I'm guessing that means somebody was working late, so their work is appreciated. So yes, we actually have, this is very exciting, but the new 6-man instance. Oh, let's see what LOTRO picks up, because I technically have 2 LOTROs running. I'm actually curious if I switch, does OBS switch? Does OBS switch to the other LOTRO? So far it does not. Oh, it does, I can do that. Okay, so this is really weird, but one of the recent Boar events that they did, like one of the recent updates they've had, betas that they've had on Boar, is you could actually be logged into Boar and your regular character at once. And I think I even at one point logged into both Anor and like Arkenstone at the same time. I don't know when they like allowed that, but that used to not be a thing as far as I knew. Like every time I tried it, it didn't work. So yes, I can actually be logged into Boar right here and Landerval at the same time, so it's pretty amazing. But before we get to that, I actually wanted to just briefly with you all look at the patch notes. So let me remember how to bring desktop up without... without causing issues. Okay, and then I'll have to zoom this. I think that is working. Oh, never mind. Y'all cannot see it. Okay, let's try that. Oh, there we go. Okay. That is all cut off weird, but that's okay. So yes, this is a wonderful, wonderful format of the patch changes. I mean, at some point, I don't know what else they would do, but it's just a lot of small text, and I think it's more the forums formatting, kind of hard to read sometimes. Maybe you still have my, let me move my camera. There we go. Okay, so I'm a little bit more out of the way. So this is what we have. Violet are going to be the new release notes for round 3. We have the new... Hold up, where is it? Well, somewhere it says we have the new 6-man instance, I believe. A new starter instance. Wait, no, that's not it. I thought the 6-man... We'll see. I mean, we'll get to it, but I thought I saw that somewhere. Anyway, this is all delving stuff, so that makes sense. They've done some changes to delving. It's now item level 470. I don't honestly remember if that was the case before. They've slightly changed the rewards. One thing that was exciting, so when I first saw this line right here, Armor of the Delvings has had its disenchant value increased. I was really excited because that was one of the things I noted in the beta. I was like, that is really, really low. But it's like barely changed. It's something that I thought needed really ginormous changes. Like, based on my beta experience, I think they needed to increase it about 100 times, which is really crazy, but from what I experienced, that's what I really thought, like 100 times more delving writs than you used to get. And they've changed it more so like 5 times, it looks like. So I think you got 3 delving writs for doing incomparable before, and now it's 15. I thought it could have been like 300. Rare is going to be 10. I haven't come across a rare piece, maybe because I've only run tier 10, and then 5 delving writs for uncommon. I still... Yeah, that's the cat's making noise with the catnip, so it's working, but I'm still concerned that this isn't enough. I also saw that they had motes and figments can drop, but I wonder if Embers of Enchantment, you know, the level cap thing for this level cap system, to me it would only make sense if instead of motes that actually gave Embers of Enchantment. Another exciting thing, as Marcus from Oz actually points out, essence boxes. So another option for essences, not bad. They've also added that as a barter. Here's the game that we will eventually get to. Who should I log into, by the way? What if I did Minstrel or Champion? We haven't done Champion much. I'll see how he does with the delving, because I know that was actually a concern, was Champion. Okay, character creation, Bee Swarm. Where did I see? I thought I saw something about the 6-man. I wonder if they got rid of that. I wonder if they're... Oh, I wonder if I have an old copy of this. I don't think I have an old page of this open. I wonder if they actually had the 6-man. No, here it is. Oh, just needs to scroll down. But I was curious if that was like the struggle with them getting it up. Anyway. Okay, I know why I'm here. Oh, if we do this character, though, we're going to have to spend time at the Isengard Tavern. I don't want to do that. So I am going to not do Champion. We can do Warden. Most of my characters, Gouger, are indeed elves. I hope that's how you say your name. I'm so bad at that. But yeah, I think I'll just go to Louis, so we don't have to deal with Isengard Tavern. If I just had more time, it'd be fun to do Champion, I think. Just something different, but... Anyway, I think I got through most of the... I mean, some fixes to missions. And that's, I think, the biggest things. Change the loot box item level from 470 to 472. And yeah, otherwise we pretty much got it all, I think. So I will move that over here. But the 6-man instance, that's one I am actually excited for. Wait. Okay, no, not good to bad. Where is it? What is it called? Should be a scaling instance. Other? I could see it. Yes. Sarkborn, the Black Grave. So I don't know where that discovery is, and I don't know if an Isengard Tavern NPC will open it. If I had to guess, it's around Dol Ernil, based on it being the Black Grave, but I honestly don't know. I don't know if anybody knows. Sarkborn. The discovery, or if there's an easy way to unlock it on Bor. I might ask World Chat. There were 35 people on? 34 people on? Couple people in Southern Old Forest, so that would have me guess that it's Southern Old Forest. I'll ask World Chat. We still have these old mission quests. That's pretty funny. I did want to check out... Okay. I did want to check out, though, some of the other Ooh, the map looks weird. Wait. I don't remember the map looking like this before. Kirk. 2 million morale? Wow. I wonder if that's normal. Wow, these people are so helpful. I've had 3 people tell me the answer, but then Kirk here did some captain-y things and is summoning me. So, y'all might not be able to see the names, but I have to give a shout out to all these people. I'll respond to them individually. I should give them 7 exclamations, but that'd be too much. I get a cheer. Alright, /R. Thanks. Well, if anybody's oh, there it was on the map. See, I didn't quite look there. I was looking like Terran Gorthad, Dol Ernil. I'll probably leave the Fellowship so I can launch that, but I would give the guy some, like, gold or something, but it's Bor, so I can't really. Okay. Do we just want to do size 1, tier 1? Can do size 6. It looks like they have up to tier 3 available. But I think for just an initial look, I will go ahead and check out size 1 tier 1 of Sarkborn, probably Sarkborn, the Black Grave. And this is its first time in beta, so definitely excited to take a look at this. So it seems as kind of usual, you get a little summoning horn to summon somebody in. We will do that. Wait, we get Gorwyn? That looks like... I almost thought a hobbit at first, but I think she's too tall for a hobbit. She looks kind of shorter than normal NPCs. I don't know, maybe it's just a human and I'm an elf. She looks different, but not in a bad way. Anyway, this is a kind of a messy environment to start. A little bit just unusual. We're in the Old Forest, though. That's actually really exciting. I was thinking this might be in the Barrows area. Almost like I was worried that it'd be like a Great Barrow version 2, but... I have to watch the replay. Yeah. Too much catnip craze. Let's have the cat bucket back. There we go. And I believe we were trying to run a new 6-man. I was talking about it being messy and we're in the Old Forest or something. And when I say messy, just to clarify, I don't necessarily mean that it's like bad that it's messy. It's just not the environment I typically would expect with a 6-man instance. Again, we're running, one of the very nice things, and this helps with just checking out, getting a look at what it looks like. It's very nice that you can run these solo. Typically the rewards are not all that much solo. We have some rats chewing on some bones and the such. Makes sense. It's just really, best way I can describe it is not at all what I would have expected. Expectations, again, basically Barrow Downs, Barrow, more whites. We could eventually get to that. I mean, there is actually a white there. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Garth Garwin. I do know I just saw that bloated white that are very prominent in Garth Garwin, if I remember correctly. And of course, a little bit the Old Forest instance that we got in that one update. Wildwood. What was that called? Woe of the Willow, yes. That one. Solo version, super easy as usual so far. We'll see what the boss is like. I'd be curious, you can run this starting at level 20 whenever it comes out, which, by the way, I should probably mention, I know we're jumping into this a little bit hectically here, but we did have an update from Cordovan, the community manager. Some weird line of sight stuff there. He did say a few weeks, so that's at least more information than we previously had. A few weeks before the Shadow launch that we'll actually have this, so we'll probably continue to have betas, if I'd have to guess, for the 6-man dungeon, but we'll see. I don't know if I'll ever run the full 6-man version in the beta, but I'm happy to at least get the lay of the land, so to speak. Doing the solo version, I expect a boss here. Oh, what? Oh, that's okay. That I have not seen before. Has anybody seen this? If you cannot tell what it is a Bog Guardian white. Oops, let me get my tongue right there. It looks like a Bog Guardian white. Like a dead Bog Guardian. It is Creatures of Nature still, though. Doesn't it have... It's cool. Okay, so I think it's a non-dead Bog Guardian, but just has a bunch of dead stuff around it. I think I'm in yellow line. Okay. I also have some debuff. Minus outgoing damage and plus mischance. Thought I should pay attention a little bit to like what's going on to my character, but I think we're still fairly safe. Oh, he's already dead. Oh, I got a Karis Glebran mural alcove. That must have been from the skirmish that we ran. I don't know where else I would have gotten that. I did not notice if we got it as a reward for running the skirmish, though. Okay, sorry. This stuff is just going to bother me if I don't use it, so... Let's go ahead and get that. Also, I should put my potions. I don't think we'll really need this stuff, but... just be a good warden and put my stuff there. Okay, so this is... see if they have any loot here. Wait. I guess we go into this instance. It says further, so here we're getting to. So it's almost like a mixture. This is actually very reminiscent then. If it's a mixture of outdoor, like outside the barrows, outside the cave, it reminds me of, what is this one in Trollshaws? What's that dungeon called? Lost Temple. I think that's called Lost Temple. It's a lot like that, if that's the case. So this is more of like kind of what I was anticipating if I had any thoughts on what we would get. I don't know if we go left or right. Let me just check the other path. See what we turned down by doing this nice AoE pull. I also think I need to resummon the NPC. So it didn't miss anything, did go the correct direction. Let me summon the NPC. I'm guessing they give a healing buff or something. Sometimes they do. I don't know. Maybe not. We have undead popping out. It kind of does bring memories back to Great Barrow, though. A little bit different. Obviously can't tell exact things running the solo version, but at least it's not the exact same as Great Barrow. I guess that would be a concern if it was exactly the same, but it seems fine otherwise. I am actually having to be very slightly careful here. I think instead of doing that heal there, I could have just done Desolation. They would have died anyway. I also seem to have lost the NPC again. Wait, I can't summon a new companion. She... got stuck in that corner. Okay, hopefully that's not a prominent feature of this dungeon. Yeah, a little bit like the Minas Morgul 6-man. I'm trying to think what that was. Harrowing of Morgul. That one was a 3-man that this is reminding me of. Wow, this looks very much so like the Sambrog room. I don't know if it's the same. Like, same layout. These dots, like, these wounds are bad. I think, oh, I thought those two might actually kill me. I was going to use a potion, but I'm like, I'll see if it actually kills me. They were taking 51k at a point, I thought. That's crazy. Oh, maybe that's something else that did 51? I thought I saw 51. Anyway. That is, I'm thinking what's getting me, the dots and the such. So maybe I will actually use my food. I also wonder if there are any new barters, if they finally added the Zone's Reputation barter. Because last time I played the beta, at least that was not here. Oh, that guy's got a doggy. And I'm supposed to defeat him? Like... that's such a human connection thing, that the boss, he has his little pup right there. Like, it just makes me feel bad instead of, like, I should be defeating him.
You are brave to have made it this far.
Brave to have made it this far?
But Sarkborn will not be a part of your story. It will be the end.
She even sounds relatively normal. She doesn't sound dead. This Gorwyn person seems to be quite good at tanking, though. Well, not anymore, but started off kind of decent at tanking. Hopefully I don't need to use a heal. As she says, die, die, die. If I kill her quickly, she won't have enough time to do damage to me.
Finally.
Oh, a shield! I actually got armor from a solo version. I have seen that before. But item level 470? That is, to me, pretty nice to see that you can get loot from the solo version. That would be, for this character, he's technically not level 140 on live server, but this would be a huge upgrade for him. I'm guessing it would even be an upgrade for Luiden, but there we go. We got an upgrade from this. That was not expected. Descend into the deepest chamber. Do we have to... let's see, don't see an item. Let's see, did I miss something? Can see the camera like briefly get stuck, like it thinks I'm on the other side, but I am not entirely sure I can get through that. It is kind of nice art on the door. It's a little spooky. It's whatever it is, it looks like it has 4 eyes. Got 3 claws. Got very angry eyebrows there. Almost looks like an owl. Well, I think I forgot whatever thing I need to break down doors. Hmm. I don't think there's anywhere else I will need to go. Also, even with Forced March, my character feels quite slow. Okay, I'll try just exiting and re-entering. I don't know why that would do anything. And then I will try leaving the instance and rejoining. And if that doesn't work, I guess we can restart, but maybe I'll switch character just to have, like, just have a different character play through it. I don't think there's a possibility that, like, we killed her too fast or something like that. It's a bit like stairs with a left and right path. I don't think so. So Ivan, you shared the catnip cat bed on Discord server? Wait, I have to watch that. I have to pull this up on stream and watch it. Oh, sorry guys, my stomach is hurting a little bit. I did not mean to actually groan. How do I watch this? Oh, I lost chat. Okay, guys, I am going to... It should be desktop. So you all cannot see me. That is not live me. That is old me. And we are going to... Oh, y'all can't hear this, though. I don't think. Can you? No, it's not capturing the audio. Anyway, you get to see what happened there. Wait, my face. That's what happened to my face. So if you want to watch that clip, Ivan clipped it. I can try to change the audio real quick because I'd actually like to watch this. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to try to fix the audio. I have to change. Okay, hold up. There is a way to do this now. Wait for it. Okay. Version 2. Oh, that's loud. Loud for me, but... A great barrel. Okay. Version 2, but... Oh, you all can't see it. You all can hear it, but can't see it. I am so bad at this. Still, it's funny. We're just building the suspense. So this is what happened earlier. A great barrel. Version 2, but... Can I go slow mode? Let's do 1/4 speed. So this is... There it is. Okay. So on the bottom right, there is Piper. But she made it up, but couldn't quite stay up. And she knocked the box and the bed down. And then I totally stopped paying attention to the game. we'll watch normal speed. This is an instant replay that's like an hour later. That's when I rewatched it play on my playback arrow at the end there. So, version 2, but a great barrow. Anyway, let's get game. So this is live me now. We're not on instant replay mode or hour delay replay mode. Anyway, that was pretty neat. Thank you for posting that, Ivan. Having the replay right there. That was great. And audio is now not capturing LOTRO audio. So let me fix that just real quick. We'll there we go. One quick second and we will be back, I think. Ooh. Yep, that's also great for people later that maybe didn't catch that in the stream or just don't watch my streams, but maybe watch videos or something or clips like that, might be interested. Okay, so back to the game. We still can't get deeper. I think this is where we're supposed to go because it's deeper. This door opened right after the boss, but the deeper door did not open. So I don't know what the issue is, so I will switch to Runekeeper. So boss 1, somebody got this nice 475. Wow, that nice bow. Oh, it looks like other people can't get to boss 3. Or at least one other person in World Chat could not get to boss 3. But ooh, I don't mind trying this real quick on the Runekeeper. We'll get a whole sample size of 2 for the loot for each boss. And maybe see if we can make it the whole way through. The problem is I was planning on doing my first look video. Maybe it'd still be a first look video. But if we can't do like the whole dungeon, then we just can't. But we'll see on the Runekeeper. Maybe I can still do that. It's still like a free video. Not really. It's just less time than some other videos would be. There's the other cat, Lexi. Piper was the one that tried to jump up here and she just like grabbed on but couldn't quite get herself all the way up. Let's see, would nimble be the right word? I think Lexi is nimble enough to jump up here straight from the ground. Oh, she's thinking about it, but she's not. She's like getting very close to jumping. Nope, she's looking for an alternative way to get up here. Well, in the meantime, we can go ahead and... Oh, I have to discover it on this character. Well, that's okay. Here, we can do that. One thing I'm really happy is that they've actually done the Stable Masters map for the most part. Also, here's a totally different set of... Wow, that's a lot of missions. So I do believe there are 40 missions. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but 40 missions are always up in this. And each of the missions giver have different missions available. So this is going to be the route. I know we're doing this slightly out of order because I had that wonderful Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk, I wonder if that is the point of their name. Hey, there, she found an alternative way to get here. This one's Smart Cat Lexi versus... I don't know, not as smart, but Fat Cat Piper. But yeah, we had Captain Kirk summon us there before, and now we get to actually ride from the Stable Master. This is the new Andrath Stable Master in the beautiful red flower field. And just to the west is the Old Forest, and Sarkvorn should be somewhere west of here. I think it's kind of on the southwest end, kind of near that river, is where we are going to try to go. I don't know if we can just... Yeah, don't do that. That much I can tell you. Oh yeah, the cat did climb up the map. See, she wanted to go to Forodoi. I don't think she realized that wasn't a part of Middle Earth quite yet. Okay, so a couple people, not just me and one other person, but a couple extra people, it seems like, are commenting that they could not get past the second boss as well in world chat. Oh, trying the backdoor entrance, couldn't quite get there. Oh, I am wearing a red shirt. This character's future does not bode well. Can we go through these thickets? Nope. Okay, they don't want you to approach this from the east. I am actually technically online. Here is... So Dan's Adventure is wondering why I'm not online in Kin Chat. Is this PTR? Yes, this is Bor, but technically, let me just... This is Landreval right now, so I actually was logged into my character here. I've been logged into both servers. So I'm keeping this character up. We will eventually switch. I have a poll running right now for which character next. And I'm not sure if I'll make it that long with the stream, but this is Landreval. I'm just logged into both servers right now. I just have to refresh OBS and there we go. Hello, Jonathan. Oh, my stomach's making a lot of noises. Maybe my goat would be okay. Maybe Pine Leaf, I recognize that name. I believe the discovery is somewhere hereabouts. Wait, did I already get it? I might have already gotten the discovery. I have it. I have it on my map. Have I eaten dinner? Yes, I did. What did I have for dinner? I don't remember. Oh, I had spaghetti. That's right. That's why I was... Well, that's not why it was on my mind, but... Spaghetti's... Oh, no, now I fell. Oh, I even guessed rice. I think this is a better way to get there. Yeah, I think that's the captain. Man, if I could... Well... I'm not ready to wrap up the stream, but... If y'all give me like a, hopefully just like 5-minute break, I will maybe try to connect to the chat on my phone in case anybody wants to do a text Q&A, but I will have to be back momentarily. So, yeah. I'm going to try to not end the stream, but here, I'll stay here for one more minute. I just need a brief break. Okay, let me make sure that works. Y'all got to see the hello in chat? Okay, so if anybody has questions that I can answer on my phone, I don't know, do something to keep the stream going so it's just not complete AFK. But yes, do y'all still have music, in-game music? Okay, you might have in-game music, but it also could be really quiet. I also would suspect that it's really creepy music here, but that might not be the case. No, it's not too bad. So I'll have the in-game music a bit louder. And yes, you can still get LOTRO points from deeds even after this expansion. In fact, just real quick confirmation, we still have class deeds. We just don't have trait points rewarded from the meta deeds. Be right back. Okay, that is way too loud for me. If the cats were here, I could point at the cats. Oh, apparently I was unmuted the whole time. Oh well. I'm back. Hopefully that was not too bad. At least back for now. Anyway, we have going to try the 6-man again, the solo version of it. Oh, that person's trying tier 3. I was wondering why they needed so many specifics. But I will try this. I should probably turn the in-game audio down again. I think it's about 7. Y'all can let me know if the in-game audio level is good though. I know what the music often during quiet parts is, well, quiet, and then the combat it gets louder. So we will, yeah, do that.
Before the fall of Cardinal.
So yeah, trying to remind myself. Okay, just trying this again, but I don't think we'll be able to get past boss 2, but we'll just have another look at it with a different character here. Solo version tier 1 once again. I'm going to probably go through this part a bit quicker. This character is also set up different, or weird. No, I don't know. I feel like I had a Runekeeper that was very recently set up differently, so I don't know. Maybe this is usually shift 5. Or that maybe is how it normally is. I don't know. Either way. Oh, elf? Yeah, 2 elf. I would have voted elf, but I didn't want to sway the votes too much because I always vote elf. I think that was for a minstrel. Somebody voted hobbit. That one was a little bit surprising. Sometimes I think my Runekeeper does more damage than my Warden. More upfront damage. I don't think you could really argue against that. I want grapes. Today's stream's already been crazy enough. Why not add grapes to the mix? So the boss should fit. I'm always hungry for grapes, to be honest. Maybe you have to kill all the mobs before the boss appears. Wait. Hello, boss? I saw the door up there, but it's open, but we can't get to it yet. Okay, we'll try to kill all the mobs. I didn't even realize I didn't kill them all at first. Did we kill the rats yet? I don't even remember coming across the rats, to be honest. Or do we need the NPC? I thought I already had the NPC summoned. Grapes can kind of get you full, but yeah, I get what you mean. They're not a very filling food. I think I'm going the right way still. Yeah. But yeah, you can just keep eating them until they're all gone. Same with a lot of fruit. I believe that's the boss right there. One less choice to make. My main choice for the 15th, which is the new release date for Before the Shadow, is to... Oh yeah, the character's name. Here, Crawler. I think these are what we missed. So this is kind of a confirmation, though. It's actually useful that I missed all this stuff, because now I can say, well, we need to kill all the ads, and otherwise the first boss won't come out. Nice kitty. That's a very surprising comment given the events of today. Grapes have also been, at least at the stores I go to, relatively cheap lately. Okay, boss is still not coming up. We'll turn floating names on even. Yeah, she's coming back for her cat cam knock. Oh, the rats. I really did not see these rats earlier. Hello? Oh. Hello, Pedro. I thought I saw Pedro. Maybe somebody with just a similarly long name earlier. Now let's try. Cat does want my attention. Oh, I got some dread. Oh, a GM. There are actual GMs, if y'all did not know, in LOTRO, and occasionally they pop up on Mordor, but they did confirm that only the first 2 bosses are open. It appears that the first boss isn't very open for this character, but maybe I missed even more mobs back here. Oh, I was hoping my chewing wasn't loud. I thought I'd try to sneak in not muting. There are more mobs. How did I miss these guys? Maybe I should have just done a thorough sweep instead of, assume like the one group I found was all of them. Okay, so we're back at the entrance. I have floating names on. I am spamming the tab key. Even F10. Okay, F10 targets Gorwyn. Hello, Geronth. Bruno and anybody else that is curious, this is the beta. And in the beta there's the 6-man, but the 6-man will not be released with the launch of Before the Shadow. It will be after. This is just my first look, and now I am going through with the Runekeeper, and we have up to 2 bosses, so all the bosses of the 6-man are not actually in game now. Oh yeah, actually summons ads. I don't remember noticing that on the Warden. Okay, boss was similar. Oh, yeah, there might have been ads on the Warden, but similarly, no problem with the Runekeeper. And we will see if he gets any loot. And yeah, enhancement runes. That's more so what I expect from a solo chest. She's had enough catnip, I guess. I do have to summon the NPC again here. And I think, kind of like what the Ward and the Runekeeper can basically just kind of go through this. I don't know if I have the AoE targets tracery on this character. That would actually be helpful in this case. No problem for Runekeeper. This eye is a little concerning though. I'm just marked. Ooh, this is probably too much. I gotta do it anyway, but it's still probably too much. My runestone. That's gotta be the real MVP here. Okay. What do I have off cooldown? I do have steady hands off cooldown, so if we need a nice healing boost, but honestly I think Kinda... Yeah, let's do the healing boost, be safe. No reason to be dumb about this. They don't let me run tier 2, I'll just make a tier 2 version where I do stuff I shouldn't. Or tier 3 for that matter. Oh, that was a one-shot. Oh, I forgot that I got the heal from self-motivation for my delving spec. I'm actually in my solo. I forgot I built this specifically for solo. And got some things I might not normally consider if this was more of a group content, sort of flexible, versatile type spec, but this is very much so solo-oriented. So yeah, I've actually had another heal option this entire time. Okay, we can summon the NPC. She might help.
You are brave to have made it this far.
Might be doing more duo streams with Bright Life in the future.
It will be the end.
Anyone else? Dan's Adventures, he's been on the channel quite a bit. Might do some stuff with him. It hasn't quite worked out, but I know he's been interested in doing WoW, World of Warcraft with me. Unfortunately, we have to kill the doggo. Alright, chest. I was going to say the door is open, but it's the back door. Again, confirmation that only the first 2 bosses, but still a first look at what we have. I got a purple enhancement room for the second boss, but no gear for this Runekeeper. You know, overall, it's not bad. I think it is a bit different enough from Great Barrow where it doesn't feel like a complete copy. There's also the outside part, kind of like Lost Temple is. And yeah, pretty decent border between it. It's a very messy outside. Not necessarily my favorite. You have to kill every mob, make sure you do that. So yeah. Looking forward to having this released a few weeks after launch, but I don't know if y'all have any thoughts on what you've seen with this. Let me know. Otherwise, I thought it was, you know, pretty fun. It was nice, though, to see you can get gear from the solo version. I'm not quite used to that. No, this is not Great Barrows. This is the dungeon coming technically with, but also technically not with, Before the Shadow. It's coming with Before the Shadow, but not with update 34 Before the Shadow. And it's coming a few weeks after the launch of Before the Shadow, is the less confusing way to phrase that. But yeah, the other thing that I wanted to do, honestly, was check out some missions. I thought I could do a delving or two. And then I'm guessing, so it actually looks like the poll has gone towards Beorning, but I honestly don't think I can quite do a full hour on the Beorning. And yes, would probably be with 34.1. Okay, so let's check out, see if I can go to that new stable that we have here in Andrath. And I should still have the stuff for tier 10 delving. Delving opal, dock spot through this gym. Insert this to increase difficulty to level 10. I have a cracked opal. Wait. Oh, I guess I already have one. Who's Elithor? I would consider joining them, but I'm pretty much done with that. The main concern is tier 3. That's a little scary. I could get this character, he could get some stuff from Isengard Tavern, but yeah, we'll see. Tier 10 Delving, what sounds fun? Brigands? Haunting? Jorthkin and... That might be Jorthkin. And Hounds. We'll try that one. Continue. Oh. Okay, that's right. This is just defeat these Jorthkin. If anybody knows if they are, I would guess they're Jorthkin, but they could be Jorthkin. Anyway, if anybody knows the pronunciation for them, please do let me know. I don't know if they are like... So, I would kind of associate that with the Europe-y place where the J sounds like a Y, but... Anyway, let's get tier 10 delving. Don't quite kill things as fast. I also forget why I'm running this, just see if there's anything different. Like noticeably different from running a single delving. It's probably also not the best idea to focus on the signature. So we have one of the delvings where mobs spawn. I don't know if they have reflect, but that is a corruption and that dude's doing a lot of damage. And I have a whole lot of dread. Okay, I forgot we have to deal with the dread. Yeah, let me fix that. Is there anything, the closest thing with the UI? So there's nothing right now that you all can see that tells you it's a tier 10 delving. But if we hover over these malices, there should be like a bunch of variants for different malice levels, and Malice 10 variant B. We also do have the corruption, if I look at that it's going to be on every skill, on every... Wait, a wrong move could easily open up. It'll attack sack, so I'm guessing that does something. Jorthkin, that's what I was thinking it would be. But I can do better in that fight. Well, I was going to use a hope token. Oh, I already did. I forgot the hope stacks like crazy, or not the hope, the dread stacks like crazy. So we have to run away, basically. This is also why I wanted to test champion, because as a runekeeper I can stay away, as a warden I could stay away. But remove the corruption. Wait, there we go. But as a melee class, I could see these being extra tough. Probably want to go ahead and do the shade archer here. PvP, kind of PvP missions, but yeah, battlegrounds like they have in WoW could be interesting. I think that, to me, I like open world PvP, but I've just never been the biggest fan of LOTRO's PvMP open world. See, I think the corruption is what causes those ground spots to go. I can't remove corruptions all that frequently as a runekeeper though, so some of these guys would just kind of have to deal with it. I'm gonna use my stun. But yeah, the point of the open world PvP comment is Yorkin? The TH is silent. That's actually interesting. So it'd be like Yorkin. Like completely silent? Hmm. Oh no, I got stunned. I got greedy. That's really what helped happen. Maybe I just stay away from them. It's the same story as last week though. Like I basically just kite these things, and if I stay away from them, I'm fairly safe. But these ones are spawning ads. Oh, and Yorthkin is not completely wrong. This grape looks really weird. This is not going to show well, is it? I don't know if y'all can see that, but it looks really weird. It's got like a spot, but it's a funky spot. Looks fine. We'll do the fancy runestone move. I really should kill the warg first, but I thought I'd try the signature this time. Actually, the warg is busy on the other thing. Accent. Oh, I have no idea what the accent would be. Wonder what these debuffs are. Oh, maybe. Oh, these are the stun ones. These are the stun circles. That's right. We had the same stuff last week, so not much different from that point. Oh, cashews. Cashews are okay. They're not always my favorite, though. Four more. Wow, this is slow. Y'all think I can take four mobs at once? 2 signatures? Do I have any buffs? Do I have anything to make me OP real quick? I feel like I can actually do this. Oh, not really. Actually, there is. There's Destiny Points Hope. I think stacks with what I have. I thought there was a +5 Hope version, though. Wow, they actually cancel that for you. Okay, let's try it. Gotta add some challenge to this tier 10 delving somehow. Okay, the runestones might take up some aggro from these guys. Also, this time I really should focus on the wargs first, not the signature. Okay, we're getting lots of debuffs here. And we're going to foolishly run straight into them, but I want damage. Okay, another stun coming. Hopefully I can survive. Hopefully. It looks like a lot of them were still in their stun state immunity thing, but oh, we need to kill the archer. He's going to be our big problem guy. So, with that in mind, we'll give a heal, swap, do that thing, and we'll do a stun here. Oh, I don't think that's going to heal me. Oh, maybe it did. See, if the tier 10 delving is not challenging enough for you, you just have to pull a couple groups at once. And yes, these are the mean cousins, the Yorkin, or mean cousins of the Earthkin. I wonder if that'd be like Urkin with accent. If it's like Yorthkin and Earthkin, they just sound very similar. If they actually are intended to be cousins like that, if they're intended to sound similar. Or maybe they're all Earthkin and Yorkin are just a type of Earthkin. This character, at least, he needs like tier 20 delvings. At least with these affixes, I haven't seen Reflect. I don't know the full mechanics of that yet, or how they're like, if they're rotating them day by day, if they're rotating them by week, if there's no rotation, it's just like kind of luck, random, based on which affix you get. If you get one with stuns, or not stuns, but you get one with these corruptions, you get one that spawns mobs, or you get one that reflex, like what the pull of those is and what determines which sort of effects you get, if that's these malices with the different variants. She did it again. Guess that's one way to keep that cat off of here. Sorry, my reaction was not as good this time, but it's just because she did it again. I'm trying to watch the replay real quick. Yeah, she basically tried to just go off there again, and nope. Okay, back to the game. So Ivan, you know a lot about languages. Oh, you took a language course: Russian, Spanish, Chinese, and history of languages. It's a lot more than me. Wait. These are like... Oh. These are level 15 mobs in the regular landscape that have the malice. Like, they have the tier 10 delving affixes. Also, I can just punch these things with my rocks. Melee Runekeeper win? Is it just me, or is the shaman already in the game? Also, why can I go this far out? I'm guessing this is not intended, but it's really funny that they have these affixes. Are they going to do anything, though? They don't spawn mobs, either. Bonk. That's right. Have you ever seen such an evil doe? Palpable aura of dead around that spotted doe. Okay, how do I get back to the real mission? I think I can go over here. Oh wait, there's actually... Working right there. Oh, it's the last one. I didn't realize I was this close to done with this mission, or this delving. It's a mission, but it's also a delving. I think delving's the more exciting name because that's the new feature. I guess I'll remove his corruption. You clipped around too. Thank you for that. Honestly, so the first time I was just surprised that she did it. The second time I was surprised that she did it again. Like, the first one just totally caught me off guard. The second one, I was just like, she did it again. I couldn't believe it. Alright, let's not fall. So Dan's Adventures, you're... Oh! Might be leveling on Shadowfax, Beorning, Runekeeper, or Minstrel. If today's gameplay can sway you anyway, maybe Runekeeper. Alright, what can we destroy? Goodbye, Valor level 120. Valor level 120, number 2. Valor level 130. Do I actually have 2 level 120 Valors? I knew I had 1. I didn't know I would have had 2. And yes, I have fell through the land before. Okay, let's turn that in, then we'll open the box. I don't necessarily expect the most... Oh, yeah, we get this. Wait. Oh, I didn't even get the box yet. I have to turn it in to get that box. Amazing. Destroy that. Destroy that. That. Okay, let's open the box, see what we get. We already got 50 Delving Writs, and from this box we got a box of clothing dye. Oh no. Yes, the reward is Boror's green dye. Oh, from the vendor. Okay, but yes, my reward from that, I did get the 50 Delving Writs, but my reward besides the regular 50 Delving Writs, which you get every time, was a Boror's green dye. Just one, not even enough for a full set. That is not a good reward. It'd be okay if I got something else along with it, but just a single dye from that. I don't think that's particularly great. But yeah, they're all item level 470, all teal. They cost 1500 Delving Writs, so that's 30 tier 10 Delvings. Unfortunately, running my extra difficult tier 10 strategy of pulling 2 groups at once, because why not? Didn't really help with the rewards. Oh, they did add the Delver's Humble Essence box, so you can get a... That's honestly not great, but a item level 453 Essence for 80 Delving Writs. I forgot that they added that. They did have that in the patch notes, but yes, you can get that. A 453 for 80 Delving Writs, so you can get those. It's like 50. Yeah, you get 5/8 of one of those from a single Delving run, and you get to select, and yeah, it's 453. These are regular essences, not much exciting about them. The only thing is this character actually could probably put those in here. That's a gear I got from a previous delving, so now that I have some essences in it, it's an upgrade. Yep, they rewarded me a die for that. I just think it's hilarious that you can get a die. And that's the thing, you get one. And just one die. You don't even get to select it. It was RNG. I don't know what the options are for those, if they're only the fancy dies that have been added more recently to the game. Alright, is there anything else we were supposed to check during the beta? I'll let you all comment on that. But otherwise, I'm going to try to find a reputation bender. I do want to do that. I don't know if they have that yet. Oh, they do. Okay. Karanost. Let's go there. We'll check out that quartermaster. See what they have. So we want to find Karanost here? Nope. Nope. Yep. Wait, not 6 essence boxes per day. Oh, wait. You can do 10, 500. Yes, you can get quite a few essence boxes per day. I was getting some things mixed up, because you can do 10 delvings a day and get 500. so that would be 6. And that would leave you with a number left. I think 20. What is the cat sniffing? I would think it's catnip. Maybe it's a leftover catnip smell. I don't know. You all can't see her, but okay, I was looking for faction representative. So this is my first time seeing the faction barters. We have Return to Swanfleet, Return to Cardolan, Hunter and Warden version, some good old potions, a whole bunch of cosmetics. A lot of Arnorian stuff. Old Forest. Yeah, it looks like it's basically all cosmetics except potions. And also the travel skills. I don't know if this is complete. I'd really rather more. The link in the forums doesn't work. I don't know, Dan's Adventures, if the link on the forums doesn't work, I don't know for installing Bulwark, to be honest. Beyond, again, what they have on the forums. Ivan, I think you... I hear decimal. Needs to go one to the left. Well, either way, I am ready to sit. I've been standing too long. Alright, I'm back. Oh, I don't know about another cat break. They're kind of settling down. Here, we'll have a mini cat break. She moved to Anphilis now. She was trying to go to Forwardwaith earlier, but now down to Anphilis. This can be a mini cat break. Do y'all think she likes grapes? Oh, that's a nope. Okay, back to the game.
Well met.
Quests, but we aren't going to spoil those. There's quite a few quests, though. I'll try to comment to know more. Least played class, I would also guess Burglar is up there. Maybe Brawler. Brawler's a very new class, though, so that would be why, if it is Brawler. Otherwise, for classes that have been in the game longer, I would guess Burglar. Probably because it's one that's... I don't know, it just doesn't seem to interest a whole bunch of people. Oops. Okay, so I didn't see anybody comment on anything else to check out in the beta, so I will maybe spend a little bit, like, I don't know, half an hour or so, going through something on... Well, Beorning did win the poll. I had my snack, so I should be good to go an hour, so I am going to, with a fairly decent victory considering how many total votes there were and how long that was up. Also, the votes shifted quite a bit. I had it where I was going to end earlier, actually, Guardian won, but votes shifted over time. So we're going to do some power leveling. The reason this is before the shadow preparations, power leveling, is because, I don't know, that character I plan to play with the trait point change a little bit more and before the shadow. And let me just do the double tap on OBS, and here we are we're suddenly on Landval now. So I'll log into that Beorning, exit the boar, the beta. Y'all talked about ASMR earlier. How about the grape skin rip? I should probably put those grapes away, but they're so good. So we have a new power leveling strategy. And I should have XP boosts on this character or accessible from this character. I imagine I have tons of these in my shared storage. So what should be my level goal? Like, what is a realistic level goal from this? I think I could get him where I want him to be for the zone I'm going to go through. So the plan is this character is actually going to do, hopefully, a full playthrough of that one zone that's just west of here, Wells of Langflood. So he'd have to be at least level 126, so that's my minimum goal. But I wonder if I could get him close to 130, which might seem a little bit drastic. I think there are a couple things I could do to help go all the way there. So it looks like I have pretty much all the XP boosting stuff that could potentially even work at this point equipped. But there's certain things like... This is going to take forever to just search through. But there's a certain type of XP boost, I should say, the enhanced XP supply. This could actually really help him gain fast because that would be double XP. But otherwise, oh yes, I do intend to be at that early bird event tomorrow, Dan. So for anybody that does not know, my kin runs on Wednesday mornings, at least US time, instance or two. And I can join that tomorrow morning. I thought about streaming those, but honestly, streams, when I have done them that time of day, usually don't fare all too well. Anyway, just make sure I don't have any 200% boost. That might even be a bit much. And then maybe I could get rid of one of these slots of enhanced XP supplies. And maybe use 6 of those if we really want to. But this is a little bit odd, but we will have an hour of power leveling. Like, this is going to be rapid, fast-paced power leveling. Solo version. And I'm also hoping, like, the other benefit of this, the enhanced XP supplies don't help, but I believe these XP supplies, the double ones, they give extra item XP from monster kills. That's the main one we're concerned about, is just monster kills, not just quest completion, but mainly monster kills. That should help with the reward track, which I am actually fairly far on from all the XP leveling stuff I have done, so I'm starting this at 49 something. So, this is quite exciting to me, and this character will lose trait points in the update, just random note, pressing J. And I think once we get it started, I'll start maybe level 126, say. We're going to go to Thickle. I'm going to have to redo that. Thickle Gundu, solo version. 126. And with all this, it might be one of the faster level methods to level here. Okay, we got all the dwarf NPCs. Oh, if I can stop hiccuping. That's what happens when I eat and talk like this. I know, eek. I don't know how many runs I can get through. Maybe 3? 2.5-ish? Depends how fast I go. If I even remember how to go through this instance. And how much DPS my Beorning can do. And still survive at the same time. Those are actually a couple concerns. But I'm going to say in the middle of this pool, maybe right now, go ahead and pop the XP boost. And now we are on our hour timer. So we have until 10:30 Eastern time, server time for LOTRO, for people that go by that. For this, and there is a decent chance that I'm getting myself killed right off the bat, but hopefully not. We should be killing tons of orcs here momentarily. Okay, we actually had the dwarves. One of the dwarves is tanking, so they're being useful. These mobs are a bit higher level, so the NPCs are actually going to be a bit less helpful than they were. And of course I'm relatively weaker than, but we should still relatively plow through this. I'm gonna actually press my buttons and do something productive like get to the AoE Thrash. Then out of form, we already leveled up. So we did that. 1 level down. And now the boss should be coming out. Because he'll kill him himself. Tom, you're playing a Stoutex Blue Warden, and that is such a weird combination now, but it is one. You're wondering, oh, probably not worth farming marks and medallions. What it'd probably be more worth farming is if you have access to crafting those. Crafted arm would probably fare you better, and I think also be easier, quicker to get than skirmish gear. Otherwise, if you do Walls of Moria, that will get you a couple pieces to probably hold you over through most of Moria. Would be the hope, at least. Oh yeah, you have to walk to a certain point and all these guys will trigger. I'll just do non-crit version, do enough damage still. Yeah, Walls of Moria has some great stuff, as well as Eregion. But yeah, if crafted wasn't an option, I would probably not recommend spending a whole bunch of time to do that. Another option is, this could be a bit tough, but you could try to either solo a Goblin Town Throne Room, which is in the instance panel here. That might get you a piece or two helpful. It might even get you some yellow gear, just stuff that drops from mobs. You could try that, to run that a couple or even a few times, just see what you get from that if you need gear. Otherwise, I think you'd be perfectly fine to just start up the Walls of Moria and go into Moria. Especially the stat boost that you get from your LI. And presumably the traceries you get from it eventually, maybe that's more of a higher level thing at like level 56, and then also assuming you get your heraldries. That should help you quite a bit there as well. So I wonder, this character, what would he really lose? He'd mostly lose yellow line stuff, which isn't the biggest deal. So I guess for him, like, I will lose quite a few trait points, but it won't be a huge deal to me. Okay, I think I can pull more. We gotta go fast. Oops. We gotta go fast, but the question is, what is optimal for fast, especially with a character like this? Like with Warden, I would just put my dots on them and chain pull as much as possible. But with these, I know like dead mobs spawn if you get the dwarf whites, and there is actually a point where I could start taking too much damage for this character, and I could mash my buttons in a way that doesn't make sense like that. Hopefully I did that right. Let me kill a few of these guys. Yeah, I think I killed off a few. But yeah, my character is not invincible. While he is strong, he's not invincible, and when he's without the dwarf buffs, like right now, there's actually a chance I die like that. I just thought I'd see what happened. I know I don't have my potions on my bar, but I was basically fine with letting him go at that point. We can get back fast, do not worry. I think we'll have to resummon the dwarves, except I can't do that in bear form for some silly reason. Like, I just don't know why a bear can't blow on a horn like that. But yeah, there is questions too, like what is the most optimal route for a character like this? No, I did kill off quite a few mobs there, if you want to consider it that way. But I didn't get absolutely everything. Sitting, I don't need the AC so low. I'm sure there's a way to do this, but maybe I need to look into having like an hour plugin on OBS, just a timer, so I can see the time remaining that I have on this. Because currently we have 53 minutes. I spent 7 minutes and got, I think, at least half a level. So if I continued at that pace, this would be potentially actually get like 5 levels in an hour. And I'm not even going the fastest right now. I think doing this so much over leveled was actually an issue. I was worried about over leveling if I did it on level or even a level or two above, but I don't think that. I think 3 levels higher was a little too high. Another thing is, if I were tank spec, it is true that I could force taunt all those mobs and have them all come to me pretty cleanly, but I think this is all I'll get. As a DPS Beorning, I can't do that, but then after the whole taunting and having that organized, blue line would be a lot worse off. Target is already dead. Well, I think these are all dead. But I suppose that's a good issue to have. So Aaron Ruin, you are wondering what we're doing to prepare for Before the Shadow, because it might seem crazy that I'm power leveling a level 124 character to prepare for Before the Shadow, but with the trait point change, that's basically all these random high to mid-level characters that I'm like leveling or questing on or just doing things on in this prep series is because of that trait point change. So to me, the excitement of the trait point change means progressing on characters like these is a lot more interesting, a lot more exciting, and leveling them. And eventually with the Beorning, I would like to get him to the cap, but I am also going to be questing in Wells of Langflood on him, so I figured I might as well just go ahead and get him ready for that. And this is, of course, a great instance for this. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and use these. Why not? I'd have them sitting in my vault otherwise. I don't really do this stuff all that frequently. Maybe it will change with the Before the Shadow, but at the current moment I don't do it all that much. Okay, clearly we have an issue here that I need to fix. The mobs are not grouped up. Okay, the dude in the back should be going down, maybe. This is very not optimal. These dwarves are not helping, actually. Be kind of nice if exposed stacked on itself, so you'd want to maintain both human and bear form. There are a lot of changes though that I think Redline Beorning needs. It is. As much as the content I'm doing is fairly decent, I still don't like the Redline Beorning's gameplay. And the problem is it's significantly faster than the blue line, or even the yellow line for that matter. So with the trait point changes, I actually made a video, uploaded it yesterday, which has more of a kind of background on all this, but you will only get trait points from leveling. You don't have to do all the extra stuff that, well, once Before the Shadow comes out, it's been delayed to, that's part of the title of the stream, but the expansion's been delayed to November 15th. So yeah, just with that change, I'm a lot more motivated to play all these different characters and level them. So this Beorning is one of those, and he, as I mentioned, getting him towards whatever that zone is called, Wells of Langflood. Okay, this is a part where we should see a really big burst in XP. We've been here now 12 minutes, and I've gotten just about a whole level. So this will take a moment to pull everything. I'll try to hit stuff while I can. Maybe I should go in man form so I can do at least that AoE and maybe hit something, I don't know. So I wonder from this pull alone if I can level up. Deeds are fine, but for me it's the, not even the class deeds, but it's more so the West Rohan quest, Central Gondor quest. Now here we get into deeds, but the Old Anorian deeds, all the book quests. Like, the book quests aren't bad, but it's just like having to do all those for the trait points. That's where I don't like it as much. Yes, we did level from that pool. Wonderful. If you could just start with this, if you could do this pull over and over every couple minutes, that would be wonderful XP. These guys might die by the time I even get Thrash tier 3 built up. And yeah, also remembering to do them, or if you like miss a trait point and you don't know where you missed it, that can be tough. There's a lot of different things like that. Yeah, hopefully, I really do hope though that they make the deeds still worth. That's a mix of worth and reward, but worth running. They have some reward that makes them worth running. Like all the things that used to give trait points, I really hope that they make them, I almost hate the word compensation in this case, but give you something for doing the stuff that used to give trait points. I think for class deeds, I don't know, they could have like armor or something, just some armor piece or a consumable that you get. That probably wouldn't be the most exciting. Virtue XP, that's always, that's like a very universal thing that would work with basically everything. But yeah, some of the class needs are okay, and that's entirely true. Brawler, for example, you don't even have the daily limit on them, so it's super easy to do your class needs. So one thing is I don't actually want to kill the boss too quick, because we'll get these Drakelings. And I think the Drakelings would be worth killing, trying to, while not killing the boss. I think at some point the boss will go down from AoEs though, especially if I use that one thing. This, number 4. It's apparently not off cooldown. Relentless. So yeah, there are a couple slow periods and a couple fast periods with this XP farming method. I think this upcoming part is fairly medium paced. Yes, this is basically my fellowship. So this is a 6-man instance, but the solo version. I do get an OP buff if I'm around the dwarves, but they also do actually do helpful things in combat, at least when they're closer to the level of the mobs. And this is actually why I ran level 126. At first we started 3 levels below 126, so we were level 123 at the start. Sorry, my tongue is a little bit sticky from the grapes. I just keep eating them. I have no idea when this guy said hello, but potentially respond to somebody in the kin from like 20-30 minutes ago. Oh, if they are players, you're going to be quite embarrassed. Yeah, fortunately they're not. But if you ever hear somebody called an NPC and they're acting like that, that is why. This is okay, I think. Well, that wasn't the most efficient arc, but it's okay. They're, yeah, relatively decent for NPCs. Gotta give them credit for that. They just become less effective when they're that low level, because they're level 120. They don't actually go higher than level 120, even though the instance is 126. So considering their level, they're doing quite a decent job. The main thing though is when I'm near them, I get a pretty significant buff, so when I'm far away from them, I'm actually relatively weak. And exactly, there are no Sarah Oakart. But like here, I'm trying to continue pulling and they're kind of back here, and I know yeah, they're just getting deflected a bunch as well. I also don't know where the rest of them went. There they are. But yeah, my damage is just way higher when they're around me like this. I do think we'll easily reach my goal of level 126 though. It's probably not worth doing this boss fight actually. You don't even get anything for completing the instance. At least that I have found. It still says search the hoarding vault. It seems like there should be a way to turn that in. Also, I think I'd have to launch it at another level. But perhaps that's something I'm still just missing, is the actual wrapping up the instance quest. But I don't think without anything with the instance quest, I don't think that boss fight is worth running. But yeah, at this rate, we can do it 2 more times. Very fun and exciting, isn't it? I think after an hour it would get repetitive enough. Oh, maybe I need to talk to them. Could that have been the problem the whole time? No, it still says search the hoarding vault, which I think is just like, go through it. Yeah, the combat is interesting enough, I think, and it's a 20-minute run. It's not like Warg Pins where it could be 3-4 minute run and then reset. And it is something I don't have to rely on a group. I can just run through here solo. Kind of plow through it. A bit of a different environment for XP farming, power leveling like this. I did want to do it at least once here with this Beorning, so that's a good thing we're getting done. This is such a messy pull that I'm not helping with either. I wonder if it could be worth just running in here. Oh, I don't have the dwarf buff. Where's the dwarf buff? I want my OP dwarf buff, please. Wow, I am so weak without that. Skill is not ready. Oh, great. I still don't have the dwarf buff, though. They're healing me, which is good. The heal's fairly useful as well, but this is also slow without the dwarf buff. Okay, let's just resummon the dwarves. See if I get... Still not getting it. I don't think I would have lost it by leaving the instance, because I'm in a new version. These are all new dwarves, believe it or not. Maybe there's... I saw this guy way off in the corner. Maybe he gives the dwarf buff, so it's Dory. He's the one I need to be near. Oops. Accidentally mispressed that. Skill not ready. How much longer does it have? 1 second, okay, I can wait. Does enough damage, it's worth the wait. Reward track, I did not get that much, though. I will admit I was hoping a bit more with the reward track. I still have to wonder, though, could it just be best to run through that part real quick? Like, these mobs don't give bad XP, but they just take so long to kill. I don't know, what do y'all think? I don't know if anybody's really measured or tested this a lot. I just know people run solo Fickle Gundu for the reward track, and it also happens to give great character XP. Seems to me that it might be... I wonder if it would be better, though, than if you could do Sword Hall's Tier 2 challenge, like close to the level cap. This would be even higher level than this, but if this would be the fastest method. You could also split up the time a little bit differently, so if you didn't always have an hour for an XP boost, you could run missions, not turn in the missions, but then bank up like basically your whole quest log's worth of missions, and then use an XP boost and turn them all in at once. Yeah, I think that initial pull, it takes a couple extra minutes, Or if I could, what if I dismiss the dwarves? Or if I could somehow dismiss them for this part, and then I'd run through this. I'd pull all these, then summon the dwarf somehow at the end, so I didn't have to deal with the mess that I always have to deal with. But like for this, if the dwarves would just follow me and not do their stuff, and I had all them with me, and we kind of just started the fight here after I pull everything. I don't know how that would go, or if I try this method, because this is a lot of mobs. It's like, this is definitely not insignificant, but it's just time consuming. Also, I don't want to use a potion here. Let me try to get my dwarf buff back. See, I have to run all the way back over here. But now I have the dwarf buff, and they're here to help me. So it's an extra moment of running, but this is clearly a good chunk of mobs once it's all done and over with, so maybe that's okay, considering I know the Drake part is an insane amount of XP. And now we're handicapped by playing one-handed. Actually should be in bear form this whole time, I think. Get the AoE thrash. Relentless, spout off cooldown, so I'll get all these fell spirits. So yeah, maybe this is okay. I can keep the dwarves up, but then I can just run back to this door so they can actually help. Sorry, cat. Round 2. I think she's actually thinking if she wants to come back or not. She just does not learn, huh? Okay, behind the keyboard's good. This part's really slow, but I know I'm not doing the best with actually attacking them right now. Little cat distracted. Oh, she decided she wasn't comfortable enough. And now we can use our peaceful movement speed. Well, I got level 126. We reached the goal. Yes, it is a cat debuff. That is true. And we still have... wait for it. 32 minutes left. That's not great, but I guess it can do. This is another part. I could actually run. Maybe I should. I don't know. Because the dwarf NPCs, they're just not going to do enough damage. And if I don't run back, I won't have their buff. Oh, there's Murchia was talking about you can dismiss the dwarves or use the pet release shortcut. That's what I don't have, the pet release. Is it /pet_release? /pet release. Oh. Without the underscore. How about release all? Let's try that. Just do the full thing. So once I get here at the end, I don't know, right here. Oh, they interrupt that. Oh no, that's actually really bad. Okay. I did not know they could interrupt that, because I know I've done that in combat before. Okay, we did it. They're here. I have the buff. That was not an optimal relentless, but that actually worked. This definitely is a longer run. The first one took 20 minutes. But this one I'm kind of testing some things out. Okay, Relentless has 12-second cooldown remaining. Quite a bit. I'll just AoE thrash for a while. Try to. If I could target something in melee, please. Well, my mic is on a boom bar here, but I just love to rub against it. Well, Piper does. This is where I'd really like to play Blue Line and just LOS them all. Yeah, I do think we're finding stuff that helps, but this is like, this part I'm just being really slow about. I think there could be further improvements, but we're kind of refining the method, I suppose, of how to exactly pull all the mobs, work with the dwarf NPCs, and that sort of stuff. Okay, these guys are actually all stacked fairly decently for once. And there we go. Just a little bit of overtime optimization. I guess I just can't get my enhancement runes. My yellow enhancement runes. And then this part, of course, it's not all too bad. Oh, not quite yet this part. I think I could do it all in this part. Might be a little bit tough if the dwarves get stuck on these dwarves. Then yeah, that would not be ideal. But we'll see. Did I say hello to Tumaj? Yes, it's going well. I feel like I said that. It's a problem with being distracted by LOTRO and not cats this time, but grapes. Well, don't see any dwarves, so I think this time we'll have to run back. But we have this army behind us. And oh no, where are they? Oh, this ain't good. I'm pretty sure I will need the dwarf buffs. Another thing that's time consuming right here. Yeah, it has been a while. Too much. Glad you're able to catch the stream. And we got the dwarves. We are saved. So basically, I think in these AoE situations, I need to use Biting Edge roughly on cooldown. Because the bleed on that really is strong, and then in between the cooldowns on that, just do a Thrash tier 3. And again, make sure I do Biting Edge on cooldown. I think that will help optimize these parts, like after my big mauling spree. So many targeting issues though. I think that's the biggest thing, but yeah, if I'm actually kind of on task with those cleanup parts, it's not all too bad as well. Okay, so far we are at 25 minutes, so I think overall going slower. We also had a little bit of time, I mean, devoted to the cat, but besides that, we had a little bit of time spent actually starting up the instance between the runs. I just really question, is it worth doing this boss followed by the ads after this boss. I think if I pull everything, I think if I use that strategy and pull everything, it can be. They're just not the cleanest of rooms, like kind of this room isn't even the cleanest. But maybe if I just run back to these dwarves, we'll be okay. I know I'll have a ranged guy to deal with, but it should be fine. We'll always have cleanup anyway. Maybe just get a couple good dots on them and it'll be set. I could run to the door corner, but that seems like it would take a lot of time. Perfect, got my debuffs, and we have Ferocious already. The only problem with me doing like the full DPS method here is I actually wouldn't mind having more ads and killing the ads. But I don't know if the signatures are worth that much where I should focus on them. I do think one Ferocious Bite will kill them with the AoE though, or Biting Edge. Ferocious Bite might be a World of Warcraft thing. I don't know if there's anything in LOTRO that has that. I'm guessing I can't leave this chest either. Nope. How am I doing on the reward track? Level 56, so that's still pretty good. I think overall progress is pretty decent on the reward track, but it's definitely, I don't know, slower than I would otherwise hope. Extra mobs here. It's probably not ideal. Did I even go the right way? I did not go the right way. See, this is the stuff that takes time. I'm gonna stop doing the underscore. Okay, so I believe that should have dismissed all these dwarves. And you know what? Oh, we'll see who wins. Oh, I guess the Fell Spirit won. That can't be all that was left, can it? Wow. So I'm thinking this part as well. I need a keybind that. Oops, I did not mean to use Ferocious Roar. Okay, so these doors are not open yet. Problem is when I can't blow the horn like that. Like, I can kill these mobs without the dwarves. Maybe this pull's like okay. I'm just slower, do less damage, and definitely less survivable, but if I can survive it with a smaller group like this, that's not too bad. Yes, if you have... Wait, trait points left over? Like, if you have too many trait points, if you have more than level 98 trait points, you will not have those anymore. Like, the trait points that you have will now be entirely based on level, and it will be capped at 98 at level 140. I'm taking chat, why not? So same thing here, I don't know if I can get the dwarves unless I run back. I don't have any run speed boosts right now either, which doesn't help. I don't know if I can quite get that off. Oh, especially with mobs back here. That's quite rough. There's nothing good here. I could use Shake Free. I don't think these mobs stun. Okay, let's try that. Nope. Okay. Let's hope I stop lagging. That would be ideal. Yeah. I can't entirely blame lag on that, but it doesn't make it feel any better. Well, I think at this point I might as well reset. Like if I'm already way back here at the beginning. While we do that brief AFK. Okay. Seem to be stuck. Oh well. Oh, you're reading up on the changes, Aaron? No problem. But yeah, it'll be a lot more helpful for low-level characters. Get a lot more trait points early on. Wow, that's slow. I don't even know why I used that. I should save that for the in-combat part. I'm being a noob here. Oh, this is the same one. I did the same level. Oh no. We are wasting time with this XP boost. But I was going to try to measure just doing this first pool. I don't know if it'd be worth doing it just for the first pool. What? Let me make sure the level's safe. But yeah, there's a lot of nice things coming in the patch that's not necessarily directly related to the Before the Shadow expansion. The 10 quests on the quest trackers, another big one. I think some of the things they're doing with session play being more optional is great. There's also, for any new characters, after the update you can get the riding trait free in the intro. I've seen a lot of people saying that just the riding trait is free, but it's technically a little bit more complicated than that because you have to get it in the intro. Okay, I have the dwarf buff here. I think this is as good a spot as any. And then we'll switch, use Biting Edge, get that bleed. Maybe we can try to get a pretty full run in these 17 minutes. I think that'll make this last bit exciting. At least for me, that's a way to think of it, like a little bit of a challenge within this challenge, is to see if I can get through this whole thing in 15 minutes, like really push the time here. Yeah, I think that is one thing, besides the update itself being great for level 1 to 32 players, with the 2 zones being in that level. It's also just a lot of changes that are nice quality of life for the game. Okay, Bee Storm. Let's get another incoming damage buff in. Then we use this, and win. 220k crits. And now we zoom on out of there. Oh, the concern is, should I release... Because if I release the dwarves and I can't summon them, then I will die. Or should I run back? Which should it be? This is off cooldown now. And yes, not just new players, but low-level characters for alts. I think this update's making the game much more alt-friendly. The one thing that I still think they could do, though, is make Virtue XP account-wide. I think that would just make LOTRO push it to a whole another level with alt-friendliness. I think that is perhaps one of the bigger things remaining, at least to me, is the Virtue XP. I don't think it's as big of a deal as trait points in the old LI system was, but I think it's... Maybe I could not dismiss the dwarves, but only dismiss them if things are looking very scary. So if we're going to really push the time, I have something new to try. Can I even do it? Actually, I don't even know if it's possible. There might be a door blocking my way from trying to do what I want to do here. Okay, let's see if there is a door. Yes, there is a door. I was thinking about running all the way to the boss. But I think I'm just gonna run back through this, use Heart 10, that heals me up fairly well. I think it's worth the time to run back, basically. And I don't see the dwarves here. Well, that ain't good, because we're going down. Oh, no. I don't know, I saw glowing, but I didn't have my buff. And if I don't have my buff, then that's the whole point. We don't want glowing, we want Dory. Oh, is that what we're supposed to do for the... Wait, it says search for the hidden ore. Is this what we're supposed to do for the quest? And then we can continue? Okay, maybe we actually can do the full quest and get that XP. We'll have to try that later, maybe on a different character. Okay, dwarves, please don't die this time or whatever. Like, still exist after this pull. That would be ideal. I can also hit these guys a little bit. I think just a little bit more, like on the way to things. Occasionally toss a AoE or something. Yeah, that would be a concern if deeds only get you LOTRO points. Wait, where are the dwarves? They're still not here. Maybe they're dying. Maybe it's finally high enough level that they're dying. Oh, can't do that in bear form. I still think that's ridiculous. I'm trying to speed this up so much and it's slowing down because of it. Because it's like, it's suddenly different. Again, it could just be because of the level. Like, I did actually change something. There's a reason it could be different. But it's kind of funny to me that, like, I actually had this plan, we did it, we confirmed it works, and now this time we're running into issues with that exact thing. But if I just get my rush skill, there we go, and I get my heal, we can salvage this, I think. Let me just get around this corner. Here we go. And I think that'll do it. We'll do my AoE, we'll wait for a Ferocious Ore to come back, and... we did it! I think. We still technically have to survive this, but we pretty much did it. Yeah, the problem with keeping the aggro, though, is I'm in DPS spec, and I just want to run and pull these things. And not hit them all. I could go tank spec, but then this part would be a lot slower. And even with tank spec, there's no guarantee that I actually capture everything. in the pool. Oh, Maul would be off cooldown by now. I guess we'll use 2 of them. Still, it's fun trying to push this as much as possible to the limits. That, to me, is more entertaining than just going the safe and slow method. And it's also interesting to see how it changes just a little bit higher level, because now the dwarves are... They're still level 120, so compared to fighting level 126s, they're a lot weaker even. But the big thing is the buffs that they give me, and even the heals are not that bad. Among the renowned. My physical mastery is, just for reference, 303.1% with that buff. I wonder if it affects my mitigation all that much. 45.6, I would guess not that much. But they heal me, all sorts of stuff like that that's actually useful. Biting Edge also has a very small radius, it seems. 5 meters. That at least seems small for an ability kind of like that, but I don't know. Maybe just when running like this, it's small. Okay, how am I doing on the timer? 8 minutes. I don't know if we can get to the Drakes in 8 minutes, but that's going to be the new goal. With all these slowdowns, I still think we could perhaps push the Drakes. Drakelings, maybe, is a better way to put it. So we're gonna do Pet Release All. And then I'm going to go... I'm out of my run speed boost. We're just going to go here. Might as well start the DPS. Oh, everything's... I was worried about that things would be not all grouped up, but seems okay enough. Can we start the boss fight? That would be pretty awesome if we could. Oh, we can. Perfect. Okay, that actually helps a lot. I know things are still a mess, but it is exciting that we can start the boss fight and get that going. I'll just help speed things up because, you know, these mobs and the such, they'll get killed along with the boss. Okay, I'm going to give myself a heart tin just to be safe, but then we'll do Ferocious Roar and good strong Maul. Hopefully that Maul knocks out quite a bit of them, which it did seem to. Roar, is he attackable yet? Does not seem to be. Although I don't see any of his friends, so maybe he is. It's really hard to tell, there are so many deflects going on, but I think I'm doing fairly normal damage against them. Suffy, you were wondering if I do quest to level, and usually I do. But in this case, I am kind of testing something fairly new to me, which is Thickle Gundu. Doing the, if you're familiar with the instance, doing specifically here the solo version of the instance while I have an XP boost going on, which I have 6 minutes left. Oh yeah, we have to do this part of the Dwarf Whites. That's okay. I don't think Pet Release All will work with these. I think I'm just gonna try to kill these all real quick. Just straight up here. Oh hey, I got a level up. This is a 6-man instance, but there are, for higher level dungeons, so this is a level 120 dungeon, there are solo and duo versions, and this is the solo version, and it's really great to get XP because of all the mobs, and they're also high quality, like high standing, high rank. There's a lot of elites and signatures here which just give more XP, and there's tons of them. And then the dwarves also give you a nice buff, which helps. So you have to be around the dwarves for the most part, At least it very much so helps. And I am running red. I would much prefer to play blue, to be honest, just pure gameplay wise, but red does so much more damage that it almost feels necessary. But hey, once I get to endgame content, I can start to hopefully play blue again with my kin if we ever need a tank. Because we all know Warden ain't gonna do that. At least my Warden. If I ever had the time to build up a tank set of gear that's a little bit more, at least a little bit more tanky, it might not be too bad. So yeah, I'm thinking actually after this pull, if I were to regularly farm this and repeat this, I would probably go up to this pull and then reset. As far as this goes, I can maybe do the first group. That would pretty much be my goal if I could just relaunch this and do, say, level 130, try to get through the first group of the next one. I think that is where I will go from here, but we got to my modified goal after the huge mess up at the start with the changed level. Beornings are really good healers. They are kind of decent tank. The problem is, it seems like from what I can tell, not having played too much Gunabat in game, but just keeping up a bit with what the raiders are doing, they aren't used all that frequently though. We'll try 130. Just go through this really quick. It's the mechanism. And we'll wanderlust our way in. Or at least almost, we have to use the mechanism. We have 3 minutes left. I think we can do it. I don't know if we'll kill every mob in 3 minutes, but I think we could get quite close. 3 minutes is a long time, and we're already getting into combat. There might be a better way. Like, if I really did this a lot of times, I could optimize which way I go to use, like, my ranged abilities to do the pulls and the such, and preferably not get blocked by the forges there. I think there's a bit of optimization that I could do with that to have these guys get pulled more efficiently. Anyway, we have our OP dwarf buff, and we can maul. Not the best LOS here, that's another thing, like, besides just the optimization with the route to pull them, it's also getting them where all the archers are basically at the same spot, or even closer to melee at least than they are right now. And the other thing with blue Beorning, that is my favorite spec to play. It's just really fun to me. So if I just wanted something different and wanted to tank on a Beorning, it would give me the option to do that. But yeah, we got through that no problem. I'd almost be tempted, in fact I am tempted, to see if we can do that again. With all the loading time, I don't think it'll be possible though. If we didn't have to deal with loading and the such. Okay, put all of our debuffs on. All our important debuffs, that is. Switch to man form, bear form, and relentless. Nunya, glad you love my videos, work, and the such. Okay, I think we could get the next group in 1 minute. Like, I want to use this full XP boost. But then that'll be, I guess this is a minute warning for kind of getting to the wrap up point of the stream. So while we kill this last group, and a little bit of review, we started off with the Guardian, did some Mordor questing, had a wonderful cat break. If y'all missed that, I might actually try to clip some of that. I don't know how well that would work out, but it's something I might try. Otherwise, that happened earlier in the stream, and then we did... Oh yeah, so beta was open by then, so we checked out the new 6-man instance, which we could only run the first 2 bosses, but we could still pop our head in, see what it looked like, and get a feel for the place. And then did a tier 10 delving on the Runekeeper, which was basically the same as the previous beta, so not much new there. And yeah, that is kind of what we did. It doesn't sound like much, but I've been supposedly streaming for 3 hours 39 minutes, so there's been a lot there. It's just been a bit scattered about. And then yeah, this past hour I've been leveling the Beorning in this place, which is, it's fun for the little bit of variety. I think this character is in a good spot. It's going to be, I think, a bit tough when he does Wells of Lengthblood, especially considering he's in level 120 gear, even though it's level 130 power level gear. I guess I forgot about that part. But it's not the most optimized gear, even if it's item level like 402. It's not 130. I should say it's more entry level Minas Morgul gear, but it's quite strong. And yeah, another instance, I was a little bit surprised as well that it was in the Old Forest. I was kind of hoping, to be honest, I was more so hoping that it would be kind of in the Eregion side of things, or just something other than the Barrow Downs. Like, I know it wasn't the Barrow Downs, wasn't the Great Barrow, but it was kind of that samey type of stuff. It's a great place to have an instance, but it's like very evil, but it just seemed like we could have had something different for almost a bit of variety. But that said, what we had in the beta that I experienced wasn't bad. Okay, so we will leave this instance, I guess. Really, I'm just gonna lock out this character. Yeah, a little bit of a tally for his stuff. We got level 127. There's a cat here, Clapton. Yeah, we had a good 15-minute section or something like that with the cats. It was fun. Oh, so for the instance Thickle Gundu, if you are level 120 or above and you have discovered the instance here in Arid Mithrin, Grey Mountains, then you can run this, size 1. Oh, this one actually doesn't have a duo option. Maybe they started adding that later. And level 127. Also a very random thought, we actually... Oh, this character doesn't have it discovered. Never mind. That is a bit rough, but indeed. We'll have to perhaps try Kidzul later. For this instance and a lot of higher level or newer ones, I don't think they're all faster than missions, but this one, Thickle Gundu, seems to be faster than missions. Especially if you can dedicate like a whole hour like I did with an XP booster. That'll be really fast for leveling. But yeah, otherwise we did the Guardian. That is another character, I guess if we have time for another before the Shadow prep stream, I will do Guardian and Warden, would be my guess. That way I can at least finish the quest set that I was in the middle of when we did the cat break and got kind of cat-stracted. Otherwise, I do want to do at least one more prep stream for before the Shadow, and that would be on my Warden, which I was kind of planning 2 more, this today being one of those. And with the beta, if the beta came up during one of the times I did the prep streams, I was planning on doing that, so I don't feel like that took away time or anything from my whole leveling journey. But yeah, this character, he's going to be a bit of priority again to get him up to 140, so he's delving ready for when the expansion launches. But yeah, probably not going to do too much focus on him with leveling until we get closer to the deadline, because he might naturally level up from any potential group content my kin does in the meantime that this character could actually join. But yeah, he would be up next just as a, I don't know, I guess a different character to log into. But I think for wrapping up with this stream, it has been a really crazy stream, crazy in a good way, so I hope you all enjoyed all of that. And if you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more, or becoming a channel member to support the content. Thanks for joining, chatting, and watching, everyone.